Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay, and you're very welcome to this lovely Wednesday edition. 3 days in a row. Come for the titty, stay for the personality. Titty. I hope you're keeping good. I am happy to be back. I'm absolutely exhausted, but we are here because we're getting shit fucking done. But yes, biceps, welcome to the stream. Look, my biceps unfortunately are kind of hidden right now. Is it 4 days in a row? Really? Did I commit to 4? Oh my god, no wonder I'm tired. Guys, I'm just gonna... Wait a second. I'm just gonna go to sleep for a while and you guys can watch me, okay? It's just gonna be a sleep stream. And, you shall not wake me from my cocoon. This is my cocoon and I like being in this cocoon right now. So, give me my time. And the cocoon will be nice and happy. Does anyone want to join me in my cocoon? It's comfy in here. But hello, my lovely. And now I'm a beautiful butterfly emerging from said cocoon. But how are you guys keeping? Is it 4 days in a row, really? I'm losing all track of time here. But yes, 4 days in a row, I guess. So there we go, 4 days in a row. Danny, there we go. Anyway, look, the biceps are clearly concealed for now because Jay is needing some comfort in his robe tonight. But biceps, we are going to give you a muscle flexing welcome with the titties instead. I hope that is acceptable to you. For number 1 in the chat tonight, Dub, followed by Dub, of course, in number 2, and Chaos in number 3 tonight. So thank you guys, 1, 2, and 3 in the chat tonight. Hope you guys are keeping fantastic. I know it's not been too long since I last saw you. It's not even been 24 hours. I know I'm a little bit late today, but Jay had to get stuff done. He was waiting for stuff and doing stuff, and Jay is quite tired. But that wasn't the reason I'm late. I had other stuff to do. And then I, wanted to pass out before the stream, but I couldn't do that because didn't have time for that. But it's we are good. We're good. Hello, twins. I missed you. Oh, Jay's here too. Hi. Indeed. Hey, Pup. Welcome to the stream. Pup joining me as he's working, no doubt. Once again at the same time. But listen, tonight we are going to try and finish Black Myth Wukong as the big focus, and if we can finish it early enough, then I can go to sleep. No, I'm only joking, of course. If we can finish it early enough, then we can do other lovely fun stuff after that. So that's the great thing. But I am in, I know I'm only going to be streaming for, it's 10 o'clock now, so 11, 12, 1, about 3.5 or so hours tonight because I am late, but I also don't can't extend the stream for too long either. So there is that. If you finish Wukong early tonight, this would be mindless. It's only like $5 on Steam. Let me load it up and show everybody what Dub is talking about. What is it? It's a racing game? Really? A racing game? Dub, since when are we into trucks here? The truckers maybe, but the trucks? I wasn't aware we're into trucks now. But nope, not racing. It's some Euro Truck Simulator. I guess that's a choice. I never really thought I was going to be a trucker. But here we are, simulating truckingness. But apparently overwhelmingly positive reviews. And it came out in October 2012. Jesus. Just mindless. Is that what a trucker is? It's just mindless driving and just trying not to kill people as he gets his cargo from A to B, whatever said cargo might actually be. But there you go. Cut to J still fighting Wukong bosses at 3 a.m. Dub, we have one final boss to beat, and we're finally finished. We killed every single boss in the game to this point. We have one more to do, and apparently it's the hardest one. And we already fought a really hard one last night. And by the way, guys, if you missed last night's stream, which was a giant kaiju battle, it's like it was really interesting to watch. It's like those bosses that you fight in Final Fantasy 16. You know, when you fight the big, massive, what are they called in Final Fantasy? It's the summons, the big guardians, the Aeons, those dudes. I forget the name of them right now. Forgot the name last night too. But you know, when you're fighting like all those big ones, like the big mountain dude and all that. Yeah, it was pretty much like that. It's that spectacle thing. Kind of impossible to die at that point. So the main fight is essentially the first round, which is, you know, a lot to fucking keeping your eyes on. But it didn't take too long to actually take said boss down. But what I was definitely not prepared for, you know, the second and third phase of that fight, which was big kaiju battles, eidolons. So, you know, very interesting, very interesting. But the main focus is to finally finish Wukong and move on with our lives until whenever that DLC comes out. Because I promise you, whenever this DLC is going to be coming out, I'm going to be one of the first people to start playing it. Because if you haven't played Wukong before, or else if you wanted to get my opinion on it, brilliant. I completely understand why everyone was like voting for Wukong, why Wukong done such massive sales numbers. You know, it is a really, really good game. Not perfect, but then again, is any game actually perfect? But absolutely thoroughly enjoyed my time in this land of Legend to the West, or whatever it's called. I'm just like monkey battles, fighting big Bara creatures. I'm sold. We've had so many references to so many interesting features of the gay world, including top takes bottom and bottom takes top, which is without a doubt the verse spirit that we all have been looking for in our lives. But yes, that verse spirit definitely called out to me in one way or another. We're never gonna forget that one. Hey Benjamin, welcome to the stream. Danny Vans, make sure you catch that kiss at the same time. Yes, pretty much my father was a trucker. Most of it is just mindless watching the road and clock. You know what? If I was to play this game, it's probably very calming. But at the same time, since I'm a little bit sleepy, I might actually be falling asleep while on the stream. And look, then we will officially have a sleep stream, which people have been calling out for such a long time. But in saying that, we do have the final boss of this game right in front of us, and I do have to prepare for this fight, and I actually wish I kind of done it before the stream, but I completely forgot. But I'm sure we just have to set up a couple of amulets and stuff, or curios, just a little bit of strategizing beforehand. Now, for people who hasn't seen any of this game yet, get ready for a spectacle, to say the least, in terms of how this game flows at its finest. But at the same time, this is a 4-phase encounter, and we've already locked in 2 of them, so that means we don't have to repeat the first 2 phases. So the final 2 phases is what we're coming up against. I only had one try on this on Monday, because yesterday we went back to fighting any mini bosses that we missed, and then the secret boss and bosses at that stage as well, with the Celestial Court and all that. So yeah, so we are preparing for a big fight ahead of us. So hopefully, you know, hopefully he won't take too long to take down, but I really hope for my sanity anyway. And you know what, I really want pizza. I'm not sure, is it because I'm tired that I want pizza? But I just want pizza, you know? And then I'll have said pizza, and then I'll probably feel empty inside. Then again, I done a really massive legs day today. Actually, I should actually start doing my character while I start talking, because that will save time. But I done an absolutely behemoth of a legs day today, and that's absolutely wrecked me. And not in, you know, there's certain ways in life you want to be wrecked. And sometimes a massive legs day just isn't isn't that. Oh, God. But yes, fight through it, Jay. You can do it. You can get through to what you're saying. But it was a massive day, and it's absolutely tired the hell out of me at the same time with other stuff that I have to do. What I had to do, sorry. So yeah, we get through it. Now, I know last night we found a particular item, a particular curio. I think it was a curio, but it could have been a brew. I'm very sure. There it is. Water Ward Orb. Considerably increases defense when water, and I know that this boss we fight in water, so this actually might be quite useful for once. Very rare, very situational, but it literally will work for this particular fight, I'd say. And the other ones are damage reduction and stuff. I'm going to keep the same armor that I had on last night. I don't think that needs to change. And to say I'm thinking I'll keep the same staff that I usually have as well, because I don't use thrust stance, and I don't really want to start learning thrust stance this late into the game. You know, I think I'll just kind of take it as it is. I don't think I need to change anything else in terms of my gourd and stuff. I might need to do a slight look into my settings for my survival and stuff. Like, the only major thing that I changed from in the past is that I took some points out of immobilization. I'm not sure how easy this boss is going to be immobilized. I don't know, will he break out of it? If anyone has fought this boss and knows if he's, you know, if he can actually be immobilized decently well, then it might be worth putting some points back into that. And also I took out a lot of my points from Cloud Step because I just didn't really feel it was necessary. And that actually was the right call on the previous guy, because it literally was not even necessary. I might just take 1 point out for the to get back the full amount of immobilization. That could be a good return, a good ROI, a bit of a return on interest right there, or investment even. Reignite the sparks, and yeah, I'll take 1 point out of attack, and I'll put it into my immobilize spell. I think that'll be fine. And I don't know, is there anything else I should do at this stage? Pink Moon, how are you? I'm thinking what I need to kind of do is just set up and see is there any items that I need to use, because there's literally no need to hold items at this stage, because this is literally the final boss of the game, so I literally can go all out with whatever that means. I probably won't go all out on my first attempt or two, because, you know, upon use enhances the tenacity of some staff abilities, making them less susceptible to interruptions for a short duration. Tenacity. That's something, I know that's something. Yeah, but since this is the final fight of the game, I definitely am not going to, you know, need to hold on to as many things as I normally would. So I'm just going through and seeing, can I make anything that could be good for this fight? But certain items, which could be quite good, do cost a lot. So I'm just going to, like, not use the best of the best. I'm going to use good, but not the best of the best. I think that will be a decent call. So, increases attack moderately. We'll get a few of these. What do you think, Gamon? Is there anything that I should be specifically focusing on? Like, I do have, for example, the what you call it, the really, really good medicine, like the resurrection medicine, but I think I don't want to use that literally on like the first try or two, because that might be wasted. But I have 3 of them in total, it seems. Oh no, numbers held 1, stored 3, so that should be 4. So I should have 4 resurrections. So could definitely use these. Increasing, what's this? Enhanced? No, not the enhanced. Evil repellent. I have that already on the down. I have this on the side, increases attack moderately. Amplification increases the crit. And what do I have on the top? Okay, health. Okay, good. Dodge. Is there one for dodge? What one is there for dodge? Let me see, is there a dodge one? I never knew there was a dodge potion. That would be good. I don't see a dodge potion. Unless you mean like no stamina cost or something. Because yeah, I don't see any dodge. Hey Ego Jalapeno, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think we're pretty set up well for this guy anyway. Not the maximum of potions, but good potions either way. When you use increase maximum mana, save before when you run low since it restores some mana. Ah, okay. You know, I don't even have materials. I was just saying, oh, to dodge better. Okay. How about this, Jay? You don't use anything and you just learn how to dodge. I dodge. You know, I dodge, Gamon. I dodge. I couldn't have got this far without dodging. Yeah, I can't make, like, I don't know where you get these withered silkworms. But yeah, I don't have any withered silkworms to make maximum mana. So that could be a bit of an issue on this fight. But look, what we'll do, we'll give it a try and see what this guy's all about. I don't know, is there any, anything else I can realistically do at this stage? Like, I'm quite tired, so I'm hoping that's not going to affect my reflexes and stuff too much. But we'll definitely see, guys. Okay. Alright. But yeah, we shall definitely see. But yeah, I am absolutely... This leg stay has killed me. And the thing is I needed to do it today because I have to make sure that my legs are 100% before I'm hiking this weekend. And you know what? One of my friends' birthday is in Malta. And he was like, Jay, how about you come and see me next week? And I'm like, what day? And he said, how about like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? And I'm like, you bitch. And I'm like, I don't have energy. But Malta sounds fun for a few days. Like, literally, I'd be staying at his house, so, like, the cost would be literally fuck all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's practically a free holiday. Well, practically. It's not free, but practically, I'm saying. Because when you don't have to pay for accommodation and all that stuff, that's a lot. And he drives, so I don't have to pay for taxis and shit. It's like, you save yourself costs. You save yourself costs. So I was like, couldn't I have like further notice? I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, if you like, what would you guys do? What would you guys do? I'm like, I could always visit you another day. I know it's your birthday. I'm going to miss his birthday anyway because it's this weekend. But he's like, but it's like, I haven't seen you in months. I want to see you. Come to Malta. It's like 4 hours away. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of the Mediterranean. I actually haven't been to Malta though. So it could be nice for 3 days. Like, I was meant to go to Malta last year, but then I hurt my arm. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can go in September, but that didn't work out. So it wouldn't be too hot yet either. Be nice, but it wouldn't be too hot. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I'm gonna be and the thing is that if I'm hiking this weekend, I'm gonna be extra fucked. Come Monday morning to get a flight, I'm like, It's like, yeah, Jay, life is tough, isn't it? It's like, extremely. Okay, I think we're pretty... I think we're ready to fight the final fight of the game. Gamon, can I just, like, instantly kill him? Can I, like, press a button and he dies? Do I have to fight him? Can he just, like, just die? You know, I feel like I've already won. I feel like I put in the work. And he can just, like, die and I just get a free win. Like, after last night's boss, I'm just like, you know, do I really have to go through this? This pain? This suffering, Gamon? Like, why? Fight, fight, fight! But Gamon! Alright, let's give it a first try. Come on, Wukong. Get up. Fight. He heard... Ooh, the timing on that's so good. Ooh. Get out of your circle of fire, you bitch. Nice. Oh yes, poke me with that big staff of yours. You know I like it. Oh, of course you go on your pole. Going good so far for first try. Nice. That was a good tactical decision right there, Jay. Now remember, it's more than one phase. This is only the first. And then he's gonna go fucking nuts after this. Ah shit, he... Why did my heavy attack disappear too? Oh, that dodging skill right there, come on. Okay, first try, we're into phase 4. I really like this cinematic. It's like this training montage. You know, like fighting up against the sun, this training montage is... Now he has all the power. And this is where he's gonna go fucking ape shit. Literally ape shit. Look how he just like walks in. He's getting warmed up. He's like, boy, you have no idea the amount of hurt I'm going to give you. And I'm shitting my bricks right now. Here we go. Oh, of course you did. Get that ring of fire. I don't know, is there a way to get him out of the ring of fire in my own way? What's he doing? Is he healing or what? See, that's one spell I don't use for some reason, and maybe I should start using it. Ah, the bastard took away my focus. Because of course he does. Nice. So we just have to watch each of... Ooh, lovely! Nice counter. Okay, let's transform. Now, we haven't tried this transform really yet, so we're gonna see what it's like. So I'm not really 100% sure how to use it properly as such yet. I'm sure like in the right hands it's like very fucking powerful. Oh, then I ran out of transform right there. This is a Souls level boss. This, you know what this fight reminds me of? This fight reminds me of the final fight of the base story of Dark Souls 3, because in Dark Souls 3 you literally fight, well, the Dark Soul. You're kind of fighting in a way yourself. You're fighting like all of the past in one thing, so it's like it has all the power. It literally uses everything it has against you. And this is literally, it's like a callback to Dark Souls 3. Fighting I forget the name of the thing, but it's like fighting yourself with all the power. I think that booster looks so cool. A bastard! Give me a little immobilize. I have no mana left, so it's like completely 100% me now. Which of course makes things harder. Nice. How'd you get him out this ring? Okay, maybe he just comes out himself. But I don't think I can go into the ring, right? If I go into the ring, I get damaged. I'm just not sure the best way to kind of overcome the ring. But he goes into it and he's all like, yeah, I get it. Ooh. Hey, how can he use... That's unfair. How can he get to use the cloud and I can't? Because he's Wukong, bitch. It's like, you have not mastered the clouds, Jay. Ooh. Ooh. What? Oh, don't... What? Did he just heal? Is this... No, he didn't heal, it was just... I don't know what happened. I was like, is that set up, like, to happen, or is that only if you, like, try to drink or something? Come on, Jay, you're doing so good. Keep it up. Oh! Oh! We're still so far away. We have so much to go. And he might pull out any more surprises too. Oh! No, 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 no! Fucking immobilized, dude. That's such a bitch that he immobilized. Ah. I have to have a cloud step ready for that one if it's going to happen, so I'm going to have to try and keep a cloud step in case I can't use it early. That was a really good first attempt tonight. He took a few of your charges. He took a few of the charges. That's actually interesting though. Now you know how your enemies feel. Yeah, the enemies I've slaughtered along the way. Oh my god, do you know what I didn't do? I didn't use any I actually didn't use any items on that fight. Oops. Oops, Jay. And you know what? If you use a resurrection pill, you know, you'd still be alive right now. And you know, if you used a mana pill, you'd have mana right now, and you would have not gotten hit by that. Yes, Jay. Yes, Jay. Well, I'm sure I might as well just keep it all for like phase 2. Just to ensure that they're there. There's no point in using them in phase 1, I suppose. I saw that. Bastard! Okay, he's doing a... See, I don't want to use my whirlwind. I want to kind of get him into phase 2 and get both of them there. Oh, of course you did. See, I just didn't want to use my whirlwind earlier because I want to get them for this. I just needed time for it. I just needed my own little moments there. Kind of like psych myself to be ready. Oh, wrong button. Well, look, at least it's still done something. I was meant to use a potion. It's actually good timing. If he goes into the circle, it's actually good timing to use your... Why is my stuff not working? Hello? Why can't I dodge? Hello? What the fuck? What the hell happened to my controller? Guys, my controller's not... What the fuck? Guys, my controller's not working. Like, none of the dodge... Like, circle is like... It's not even... What? Okay, now it's working again. What the fuck? My circle just wouldn't work. I couldn't dodge, I couldn't do anything, and I used all my spells. And now it's not even hurting him. I can't even hurt him. Like, look. Okay, now it's hurting him again. It's like I couldn't even hurt him. What the fuck happened? That's a weird bug. And the worst thing is that I used like all of my shit because of my buttons got... I don't know what the hell happened there. Like, that's so unfair. I don't know what the hell happened. There's not really any point in continuing on with the fight, I suppose, but I suppose I can just try and learn some timings. But even at that, I'm kind of feeling demotivated. Yeah, just kill me. I don't know what the fuck happened there. It's like the controller got stuck or something, then the sound disappeared for a moment, and then when it eventually started registering my buttons again, it wouldn't hurt him, and it's almost as if he was invincible. I really don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that was very unfortunate. Like, I was literally tapping it in front of your screen being like, guys, it's not even dodging. I don't know, maybe there was like some sort of connection to it. Well, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Like, remember when I was streaming last night and all of my stuff just like decided to die? Now that was my streaming stuff, like OBS and stuff, but you know, It kind of reminded me like that. It was that weird. It was just very weird, yeah. Nice. Ah! Oh, he broke out of it quickly. Bitch. Nice. I just want to get out. Oh. I was like, I just want to get out this phase. And then he jumps through the fire, you bitch. Ah! Okay. I thought he phase changed. I stopped. I thought he phase changed, so I let go. What is that giant ant? What ant? Oh. Game rigged. Exactly, Kaz, right? That happens with my Switch sometimes. I don't know. Once in a blue moon. It probably is like a once in a blue moon thing, yeah. Now, once again, I'm not using all my potions. Like, I'm not even using potions in the first phase. But I'm not using, like, full max everything. Oh, he interrupted my fucking... bitch. I thought I had it timed right. Well, I do it the old-fashioned way, huh? Oh, you... Oh, he slightly got hit. Oops, wrong button. Like master and apprentice, huh? Close the gap, okay. Yeah, I was waiting for the fire. I knew he was going to go into fire next. He always does that. Now he does his 5 million year long combo with the thrust end. Good. Much better. Okay, so I have to wait for him to go into the fire. Preferably he starts this round with fire. And then I can use my potions and I can max out. He should start in the fire. He should. Or not. What? No, no, no! Oh my god, I hate when the thing it does that. That's why I hate when things are on the L3. Such a fucking joke. It's too sensitive, that button. Okay, now he goes into the fucking fire. Like, that button should not be used for such a powerful fucking thing. Now if I mess up. Come on, my monkey plan. To be honest, I should have kept that for the, I should have kept that for the, what you call it. In case he immobilizes me at the worst possible time. Now this would have been the best time to do, see if we can get this working this time. Oh, okay, so that's cool, you can freeze him. Nice. Here comes Cloud Attack. Oh, good job. Got me at the end of your combo. Ah, don't back off. Back to the side, Jay. You should know that. Nice. Well done. I saw that loading. Well, I have one charge left in case he wants to try and immobilize, so... And I should, at some point, have access to another fan, which is very good. Lovely! Well done. That was fucking great dodging. Again, do it. Oh, got me on the end. He's gonna jump. Oh, what are you doing? Oh! Lovely. Cloud Smash. Bit of a different combo than I'm used to. Get into my fucking whirlwind. You better not try and... Oh, you bitch! Escaping it. That was fucking poxy. I wasted most of my whirlwind there. Clever, clever Wukong. Very fucking clever, aren't you? He just like waited for me there. I don't know why he waited there. I want to see the fun grab. You don't. Oh, that grab that he tried to do and I dodged. Oh, Jay, you know he does the follow up. Come on, you're almost there. Keep focused, and he better not have a fifth phase, because that'll be fucking ridiculous. Good, to the side, to the side, to yes. Well done. We did it! Yes! Yeah! That last hit there is like... Whew. I can't pause it. I'm trying to let it pause, but it won't pause. Is there a way to pause? Well, we'll watch both anyway, it's okay. You guys deserve topless for this. I do too, to be fair. If it somehow can pause, I will pause it. Guys, we finally made it. He wasn't too bad. He was actually not too bad. I thought he'd be way worse. The fight last night I found tougher, to be fair. Now, if you combine all 4 phases, then he's easily harder.
You must have heard tales about him.
Yeah.
Some
So we're
say
watching
he
the
helped
true
Monk
ending.
Fetch the scriptures.
So it's going to be interesting to see the
Buddhahood,
contrast.
And stayed on Mount Lingshan thereafter.
I deserve a pizza for
Some
this. Come on.
say it was not him who was granted Buddhahood. The real him was already dead on the journey to the west.
Pizza, pizza,
Some
pizza,
say
pizza.
that the journey never happened. He is nothing but a monkey who lives in some storyteller's tall tale. But now, you will hear a tale which no one has ever known.
I definitely can't wait to see what the difference between the normal ending and this true ending is, because I've never seen the normal ending. So it better be special, Gamon. I done a lot of work for this, Gamon. Crown me. It's very stiff seeming. Oh, you don't want the crown? Is the crown bad? Does that like capture? Does that control me? Ah. I remember that from the opening, I think.
What does it matter if you become a Buddha? That headband has always been on your head.
Keep those eyes wide open. Watch me rip it off and break free.
Sun Wukong, when you defied the Celestial Court, I had to seal you beneath the mountains with my immense power. Yet, after enduring punishment, you embraced the dark, uplifted good against evil, and subdued Yaoguais throughout the journey. For your contribution, I now bestow upon you the title of Victorious Fighting Buddha.
Okay, point noted on crown equals bad.
He defied the Celestial Court, and the Jade Emperor imposed 3 ordeals. Only when the chicken finishes pecking the rice, the dog laps up the flowers, and the lamp burns through the key, the rain will fall.
Can you hear the sound fine? Or should I turn up a little bit more? It looks really cool, right, Zilly? What do you think of the Jay Cottz animation? Does that look good too? Jay, this is not about you right now. Right. Real jiggle
One
physics.
final toast before we crash the Celestial Palace.
What do you mean I'm terrible on movies? I'm watching it. I stay silent nearly the entire time. I think the idea of this is that the anti-version of Journey to the West. So Monkey and the Monk awakens as the Buddha and he causes chaos non-stop like he did in the Origins. So, is there another ending like after the credits? Well, look, as I kind of want to listen to it, at the same time I'm like, I want to see what's next. Yeah. So, that was the true ending, apparently. So... now we check the normal ending. Black Myth Wukong normal ending. Bad. There's a bad ending as well. Ooh, I wonder how you get the bad ending. Ending explain. No, just show me the fucking thing. Chapter 6 ending. Oh, that's is the cut. I'm assuming the cutscene is all the same. Yeah, it looks like that's the same. Bad ending. The normal is the bad ending. Okay. I'm assuming like the normal ending, you get like caught in the you wear the crown maybe. Where's the like ending and final boss? Okay, maybe. You should rewatch the Origins video I made not too long ago. It'll probably all makes sense now, even if she talks fast. True. Oh. Okay, so that's...
It was not him who was granted Buddhahood.
So this is the normal ending. I'm assuming this part changes or something.
The real him was already dead on the journey to the west. Some say that the journey never happened.
So we can see what the difference
He
is.
is nothing but a monkey who lives in some storyteller's tall tale. But now, you will hear a tale which no one has ever known.
Like, I'm not sure, like, is this the normal ending or not, but we'll see. At least I thought it was normal mode ending. So far seems identical. So, okay, so he puts it on you in this ending. Okay. In the normal bad ending. So now I'm controlled now. Is it? Yeah, so I just pretty much just... Oh. Yeah, that is a little bit of a... That is a worse ending, isn't it? Like, there's no, like, epic, like, no big, long, like, 4-minute movie. It's just, like, crows or whatever, just make... There's just no big, like, epic music. It's just like, you done fucked up, fool. You know? Yeah. And the thing is that most people, like the vast majority of people who played this game for the first time, like, this is the ending they get because, you know, they finish the game and they don't know that there's like a true ending or whatever, right? Because they probably didn't do all the, you know, find all the stuff. So yeah, and all relics trapped in one spot that no one can get, so no more Monkey King. So they're all like trapped within like his mind. The first one was way better. Yeah. Like, this is why this is like the normal or the bad ending. And then the one that we watched was the true ending, which was that big, cool, epic storytelling. Um, you know, that yeah, that's very, very different. But yeah, that's the true ending. Yeah, we thought that, and I suppose part of the true ending, in a way as well, is that since we take on the celestial course too, you could like you can even add into how much cinematics are in this entire ending as such, because if you count in the secret boss, right, all the cinematics that happen there, the celestial course, like kick-ass mega kaiju fight scenes, all the talking, blah blah blah, all that stuff, and then add on to the finale of the true ending for the final boss. That's a lot of extra cutscene time when you really think about it. So they to be fair, they do treat you like, they reward you for going out of your way to pretty much like do everything, as we luckily got to see firsthand before we went to YouTube to check this bad ending. I'm assuming though the canonical ending is the true ending. Well, at least I'd like to think so anyway. Jesus or Jesus. I come for the titty time to see the personality. Big muscle flexing. Welcome for your first time in the chats. It's all about Buddhism, so reincarnation means you have to do it over because you didn't gain enlightenment. Wukong is a metaphor for the mind. Okay, so the Destined One. You can now enter a new cycle and embark once again on the extraordinary journey to the West. In the new cycle, you will inherit all levels, talents, armors, weapons, spells, vessels, transformations, and spirit skills obtained in the previous cycle. I like that it's called cycle because like you either break the cycle or you don't, and kind of go through the whole course of obtaining that again. However, be aware that story progress and the related key items shall be relinquished. Prepare yourself for the adversaries you shall encounter on this expedition will pose even greater challenges. Opponents recorded in portraits can be challenged again, either by dueling them individually or fighting them in succession with customized curses. Ooh. Along with various treasures as rewards. Your best records will be documented to inspire your spirit and strengthen your resolve. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you can pretty much do it like a challenge mode or something. What's these music videos? Oh, is that the ending of each... Let me just think. Is that the ending of each chapter or what? Yeah, that's the ending of each chapter, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that's cool that you get to fight it all over again.
Become a Buddha. That headband.
Okay, that's cool that you can watch the movies anytime you want, so that's good. Including the true ending, which we already unlocked. Okay, and that's good. You're not forced into like a new game plus or new cycle. You can literally just continue on your journey in case you want to go back and do any unfinished business. I'm assuming when you go into it, it brings you maybe before the final fight. I just want to double check that. Yay, bonus. Yeah. So like in New Game Plus, everyone just is more difficult basically. Like everything has higher health, damage, I'd imagine. Don't know if they have like new weapon, new skills or whatever. It's probably just health and damage increases. And there's probably some new stuff as well in the new game. Have you finished the New Game Plus, Gimon, or have you even bothered? So like I have everything now in the journal besides that one fight that I couldn't unlock. Cool. How do I fight the chiefs if I wanted to? Like if I can just like click on them, is it? Or how do I go into challenge mode? I don't know how you go into challenge mode. I thought I just click on them, but maybe not. Not yet. Taking a break to play other games to not burn myself out. Yeah, like hopefully the DLC is not going to be too far away into the future. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, in the shrine. Okay, cool. Let me just have a quick look there. New Game Plus differences. Black Myth Wukong. And apparently you meet a couple of new characters, is it, in the New Game Plus as well? Let's just have a quick look at what it says on the screen. New Game Plus adds enhanced difficulty, new weapons, increased rewards, and the ability to upgrade armor at shrines. Starting a New Game Plus save in Black Myth Wukong is worthwhile for those who enjoyed the base game and want a fresh challenge. Well, kind of duh. Fairly challenging game with a plethora of powerful bosses. Allows players to play through their favorite games again, except with all of their unlocked. Blah 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 blah. Fortunately, New Game Plus will carry over a lot of progress. Yeah, I know all that stuff is unlocked already. All challenges of the original experience will be maintained and in some instances heightened, while the player still gets to maintain their character progress. New Game Plus mode allows players to upgrade armor at shrines instead of having to travel to the Painted Realm. Additionally, new weapons can be crafted, with several being added to weapon trees. So the couple of weapons that I couldn't do, they're now unlocked. Okay, cool. And also I could do I could also get the items for the Bull King armor and stuff. The game's difficulty is substantially increased, with bosses and enemies proving to be harder to defeat. However, to balance this, players will earn more experience. Okay. And let's do everything else. Wukong is a number. For those who did not do all the side content, trying out New Game Plus save in Black Myth Wukong will let them focus on the main story more. For those who found Black Myth Wukong too challenging the first time around, a New Game Plus isn't a good idea. The challenge is definitely elevated to make boss fights feel fresh and unique the second time around. Yeah, fair enough. Cool. So yeah, pretty much there's a few small differences and everything has like bigger health, more damage and stuff like that. Cool. Yeah. But yeah, so guys, if you're just tuning in right now, we just finished Black Myth Wukong. We fought every single boss pretty much in the game. Last night we fought the secret boss, which allowed us to unlock the true ending, and then once we watched the true ending, we went onto YouTube to watch the normal ending or the bad ending, and yeah, definitely the true ending is a lot better. It's a lot more blissful. The bad ending makes you feel bad, I suppose. It's a very downer ending, and to be fair, since it's a normal ending, nearly every single player will see that first. So everyone's going to feel bad when they finish the game. So that's a nice reminder to do everything. New Game Plus One is your revenge tour. GG. Does it do like +1, +2, +3 like the Souls games? Like, does it like keep increasing to some sort of maximum? I think like +7 or so is like the new game plus maximum in Souls. I've never done a new game +7. That's just too much Souls. I think the furthest I've ever done in one Souls game was like new game +3, I think it was. And that, you know, you're doing the same stuff, as just everything hits harder. And some items, you know, changed location and they're better or whatever. They do, sir, until it stops scaling on 5 or 6. Okay, Blue. Okay, thank you for that information. But yeah, so look, I think that's enough Black Myth Wukong until whenever this expansion, this DLC eventually appears. Let's see, can we get any like information about that? Is there any like updates? Black Myth Wukong DLC. Expected release and confirmed details. Let's see. A release date has not been confirmed for the expansion. DLC for Black Myth will come out somewhere near the Chinese New Year of 2025. That is right at the end of January or soon after. I don't know. I don't think that source is credible enough, because it's kind of like March almost now. So yeah, that might be slightly wrong. The DLC will be Black Myth Shadow of the Erdtree. The DLC can vary in size and scale depending on the game and studio, but some idea of the scope of Black Myth Wukong's planned expansion was given by Hero Games boss Daniel Wu last year. He confirmed there's plans to make Black Myth Wukong a series and that it wouldn't take the form of a direct sequel. The expansion was likened to Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree, which I loved. Gives the game a second chance in monetization, which, you know, for such a successful game like Black Myth Wukong, in terms of not just the sales numbers, but of course the experience, but just like Elden Ring, since that sold well over 20 million copies, and I'm not sure how many copies Black Myth sold, but it's probably similar enough, I'd imagine, if not maybe even more. But like, you know, if you can monetize your game again to get like more funds into your studio, you know, maybe not all 20 million people will buy it, but let's say half of your customer base buys it. So let's say 10 million buy it. That's a nice amount of funds to help, you know, fund the next game that they're planning on. Particularly if they're talking about that there's going to be a potential series in the making of these games. So that could be quite interesting. So does this mean it's going to be a short stream so you can catch up and sleep? No, I'm happy to do something else now. I thought I would be on this boss well, longer. Even the hardest boss, the last night's boss, like I still finished that. I think that took me about anywhere between 60 to 90 minutes. And this boss was a couple of tries. Now, once again, that's when you separate the bosses from phase 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, if it was all back to back, this would be a fucking monster of a fight. If you combine both phases, it is the hardest boss in the game, at least in my opinion. But since you can separate the phases, it's a. I still think phase 1 and phase 2 are harder for me, at least. Well, obviously, because I died a lot more in phase 1 and phase 2 in comparison to 3 and 4 on that fight. But since you can break it up, it's, you can easily. Like, I don't think someone is, let's say, quote unquote, wrong if they suggest that Erlang is harder. Like, he is obviously very difficult, and I did spend more time on him versus, let's say, phase 3 and 4 of the Wukong fight. But if you combine phase 1, 2, 3, and 4 in terms of total length and deaths, then I died way more on the Wukong fight in comparison. So, but still, it's only, maybe an extra hour or so of attempts in total versus Erlang. So, they're similar difficulty. They're hard for their own reasons. I think Erlang is harder for he just doesn't give you a fucking break. He has like 1,000 different spells, and you can't really get a good time to immobilize him. There's probably like the only time I kind of found that kind of works is right after the fan. You might just be able to pull one off, but like he usually he even counters your transformation by his own transformation. But if you time the dodge correctly, you can stay in the transformation. Otherwise, he immediately just destroys it. So it's not an easy thing to like. And then his phase 2 and phase 3, they're just like a free win. But the spectacle aspect is amazing. We need more titty time. And yeah, so pretty much we don't know when this is going to releasing. That's what I'm gathering from all this. But yeah, so guys, that was Black Myth Wukong. Fantastic game. Thoroughly enjoyed myself playing through it, and I know you guys definitely enjoyed watching it because of all the commentary. I did not understand most of what I was seeing, which I have asked, or which I have mentioned to you guys on a couple of occasions. I was like, I don't really know what's going on in the story, but I'm just like, yes, Monkey is going collecting his MacGuffin relics, and he's going to find Wukong and either A, bring him back to life, or, I don't know, become him or something, like become the successor of Wukong. So I wasn't really understanding what was going on. But that's where you guys come in, and you guys were like, this is how it is, Jay. This is what the story of Journey to the West is all about, Jay. But I was like, yes. Like, great graphics. Not that the graphics are the most important thing. Like, graphics to me they're not really important in games. I love nothing more than turning on like a retro 90s game and playing the shit out of it. Like, graphics aren't all that, but obviously they're very much appreciated when it's beautiful, whatever the artistic style that they're going for, of course. But absolutely incredible cinematics and incredible graphics, the cinematography, even the choreography with the fight scenes, and also of course the action itself flows extremely well. It looks like, according to my Steam, it says I was playing it for 45 hours. So it took me 45 hours. Now, also, I was sat still and talking to you guys a lot too, so, but there's that. So yeah, about 45 hours, 100% of the game, from fighting every boss type thing. So I think that's a good time. To have it all rounded out. And I actually, you know what I want to find out, because just to kind of, because it's a question that I have in my head, is how many bosses are there in Wukong? Because I literally don't know, but I'd say there was easily 100. That it's at least it felt like there was at least 100. It's probably way more even, but it's so hard to to quantify. How many bosses in Black Myth Wukong? Now I don't know if this is going to register as like mini bosses and main bosses or whatever. In the below table, we've listed all 107 bosses. 107. And nearly every single one of them is unique. Unlike, let's say, Elden Ring, which had a colossal number of bosses, but most of them were just reskins. Or pretty much the exact same fight, but let's say one is like fire and the other one's ice. Now, it could be so many, yeah, so many repeats. Like, I think when you kind of break down, all the bosses in Elden Ring, there's only a couple that are actually unique, that you don't fight them as a copy. There's only a couple of them. But so yeah, from that side of things, Elden Ring is a little bit lazy. And I absolutely fucking adore Elden Ring, but to be fair, I think I don't think anyone can argue that the amount of repeats is just unforgivable in Elden Ring. Whereas you come across, but once you play Black Myth Wukong and you see like there's 107 bosses and nearly all of them are unique, you don't fight them again in the game. I think that's just impressive. And they're all different from each other. Like the move sets and all that is, there you go. As I said, there's only a couple of fights that literally are like almost the same. Like in the final chapter, for example, in chapter 6, I think there was like 4 mini bosses. They're like poison chiefs or something. They were like these stone bosses, and there's like 4 of them, and they were like, I think they were the exact same fight. Now maybe there was a different move set between them. I really don't know. But that's an example of like a reskin, but so few. Love watching the Monkey King and Journey to the West movies growing up. Chinese movies have an interesting comedy style, says Kuzu. Wouldn't Wukong be difficult if you select harder difficulty mode? There's no harder difficulty mode in Wukong. There's no setting to make it harder. Like, you have to literally finish the game in, let's say, the standard difficulty mode to then, let's say, unlock the new game plus. It's the same in Elden Ring, it's the same in Dark Souls, etc. There's only a standard difficulty, and then you can progressively scale it and make it harder by continuously finishing the game and accepting the next cycle. Now, you could theoretically make it harder, like any challenging. You could make it harder by, let's say, doing some weird challenge. Okay, I'm going to do it all by using this staff, like the weakest staff. I'm not going to take certain upgrades. I'm never going to use, let's say, transformation. I'm never going to use immobilize. Like, you can adjust the difficulty if you want to by giving yourself some random ass challenge, or I'm going to play it blindfold, not get hit once, la 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 la. But realistically, there's only a standard difficulty. Monkey King 1 to 3. I thought Wukong had difficulty settings. I don't believe it did. Trash mobs of chapter 3 have to reskin in chapter 5. Fair enough. But in all fairness, nearly all of the fights are like non-reskin. What's the best Wukong movie out there? Says since Nexcellent. And Nexcellent, big muscle flexing, welcome to you. Thanks for pressing the follow button. Guys, does anyone want to answer Nexcellent's question about the best movie of Wukong in their opinion? Hey Jerry, welcome to the stream, man. But like, look, you can see here all 107 bosses. Like, I knew I wasn't too far off with 100. Like, how many was in chapter 1 alone? I love how detailed people. There's okay, so there's 11 bosses in the first chapter. I think chapter 3 probably is probably the biggest one. In chapter 2 there is 17 bosses. In chapter 3 there's 23 bosses. Chapter 4 probably similar. 18 bosses in chapter 4. In chapter 5 there's 18 as well. And chapter 6 there's 19. So yeah, so chapter 3 is definitely the longest in terms of, well, at least boss count. Say the third, yeah. Pilgrim Young. Okay, so excellent. So Blue is saying Pilgrim, should I say? Young Sage and Great Sage difficulty when you play. Oh no. Oh right. Sorry. I thought that was a movie you're talking about. I thought Pilgrim was the name of a movie. But yeah, and then you're like challenge tab, and I'm like, oh wait, that's a challenge tab. Return of the Rivals on challenge tab. So yeah, there's a challenge mode in it as well. But once again, you unlock this after you finish the game. So it's still only one standard difficulty, and then increasing the challenge or do this challenge mode. Have I completed? I literally just finished it. I just got the true ending a couple of like not that long ago. So yeah, that's why we're just going through some numbers and stuff, being like how long was the game? How many bosses were in the game? It took me 45 hours to finish it. That's 107 bosses pretty much defeated. And acquiring the true ending at the same time. So I'm pretty happy with that. And the cutscene was cool too. So what we did is that we watched the true ending, and then we literally went onto YouTube to watch the normal ending because I'd done the true ending first. So it is what it is. I was not fighting the final boss twice in a row. No, just no. I'm not. I just don't want to. There's always a VOD, but it's much better when it's like, yeah, like the reactions, you know, like when we were fighting the secret Erlang yesterday. The reactions is what you're looking for, right? It's because you fight Erlang and then you're like, yes, and then you know there's a phase 2 because the chat told me there's a phase 2, and I'm like, so when I fought him I was like, yes, okay, what's phase 2? So I was there ready, and I couldn't relax because I was like waiting for him to do something, and then it just turned out to be something incredible with the kaiju battles, and I was like, wow. See, there's just something that doesn't beat live streaming. But hey, look, if you miss something, go back and you can kind of say you were there. Yeah. Rating out of 10? At least a 9. At least a 9 out of 10. I'd probably go towards 9.5 out of 10. I think that's a hard score to argue against. Like, it's almost perfect. Almost perfect. I think it was pretty much like a 10 out of 10 experience for me until the end. And when I say the end, I mean the final chapter, because the final chapter was, it just lost me. Not that there wasn't some amazing things in the final chapter, but you can tell that they ran out of time or something at that stage. It's like, it was so good, and then all of a sudden it's like, this doesn't feel like it just doesn't feel the same. There's something not quite right here. But what really adds to final chapter is when you add in the requirements for the true ending, because that extends the, let's say, the end game quite a lot. So that's cool. Chapter 6 is literally unfinished. That's true. Like, the name of the final chapter is called Unfinished. So so I think the developers were like, Yes, guys, I know we didn't have enough time. It's unfinished. There you go. I think that's like a little bit of a nudge for us to go there. But the cool thing is, Nextland, there's going to be a DLC. They're going to releasing an expansion, which could be along the same length of, let's say, Shadow of the Erdtree, like as in size and stuff. So if you played Elden Ring before and you love that, you're going to definitely love this game. And the fact that they're going to eventually bring out an expansion, that's even more to enjoy, you know. So buckle up, my friend, buckle up. You're going to have an amazing time. If you're like a Souls fan, a From Software fan, yeah, you're going to have an amazing time with this game. Truly recommend to any Souls veteran out there, or you know, anyone who just loves a really good action RPG game. And it's just so different as well with the storytelling of how the Chinese do it. It just adds a different it just adds a different experience, really. And maybe you can find it on a discount. Like, even if you don't, like, this game is well worth the full price. like easily worth the full price. But if you can hold off until there's I don't know, is there a discount at the moment, but if you can hold off until one, well, look, everybody likes cheaper stuff. So if it's not a game that like you immediately need to play, then, you know, hold off. Like, I'm looking here, it says Black Myth Wukong, €60 for me, 60. That sounds cheap. As in, that sounds cheaper. I don't know why though. Because usually games are like 70, €80. And this is €60. Like, I got it on a discount personally, because I only got, like, this game came out months ago. But unfortunately, I had other games in my library to go through before I could play this. And I kind of regret that I didn't get to play this when everyone else was playing it. But look, it is what it is. Next time, though, when the DLC comes out, guys, I'm going to literally be there on the first day. So you guys are going to get straight into the action with me whenever the hell that's going to be. Could be next year, God only fucking knows. But there we go. Yeah, they have limited budget. That time I heard they have 7 chapters on DLC. Like, 7 chapters? That's like bigger than the base game. I don't know how they'd be able to manage that. Considering they only have like a year or so of, well, maybe like a year, maybe more of development time. I don't think that's realistic. Unless they originally planned, like, they were working on it, like they had another team kind of building it at the same. But then again, the Chinese, they control a lot of manpower because, you know, they work for nothing. It is what it is. They work for nothing, so literally they can have like 2 or 3 times the size of, let's say, a USA studio, because USA studios obviously have USA wages, which are like, you know, really fucking like Silicon Valley, like that, like level of wages, whereas China. So they could probably afford to have like a studio maybe 2 or 3 times bigger than, let's say, what a USA studio could do. But the thing is also, it is good to have manpower, but also on top of that, the more manpower means that, you know, a lot more crap can happen when there's a lot more manpower. There's a lot more to watch. There's a lot more to manage. So it can go either way. It's like bureaucracy, right? Just when a company gets too big, you have a lot more red tape, so things don't kind of flow as easy. Which is why when you have like a startup company, like a little fledgling company, they can like expand and innovate at a rapid rate. They might not have the money of the big boys, but they certainly can move faster than the big boys because they don't have to go through manager A, manager B, down to fucking Joan who works in finance, you know. It can go a lot faster. They have less people to talk to about getting their ideas, blah 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 blah, right? Yeah, smaller. Yeah, now they have million. Like, how many copies did Black Myth sell? I have to look up that. If at least an estimation, how many copies did Black Myth Wukong. Sell. Approximately 25 million since August. That's impressive. That's really impressive, to be fair. Like, I knew it was around 20 million, like similar enough to Elden Ring, like at least at the time. But yeah, like 25 million copies, and that's, you know, as of January, I think. So probably even a couple of more now. But like literally 25 million copies, like that just kind of goes to show how successful this game is. And if you go on to like, if I just go on to the Steam reviews, if I just go on to like Steam reviews, Black Myth, let's go on to like the store page of Black Myth. Like you have very positive, as of recent reviews, very positive, but all reviews, which is 823,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. So 96%, think of it this way, that's about 800,000, right? So 96%, or about 800,000 people rate this at least 96%. That's, and 25 million copies sold. And this is only on Steam, as in like, this comes from Steam. You can play this on multiple platforms. Like, that's very impressive, right? That's very impressive. Elden Ring. Now, Elden Ring is older. Elden Ring has a very diehard fan base. So let's see. 747,000 reviews, very positive, which means 92% or higher, which is still overwhelmingly amazing. And I'd imagine it's probably separated from the expansion. If I go Shadow of the Erdtree, maybe Shadow of the Erdtree, yeah, it is actually separated, yeah. So the expansion, 80,000 reviews, mostly positive, so mixed there. And but to be honest, a lot of people knew it was going to be mixed just because of the new scaling system and stuff like that. Not everyone kind of gelled with the, you know, with how they done the thingies, the things you have to collect to make yourself actually stand a chance in the game. So yeah, but in all fairness, like if you like Elden Ring, you will absolutely love Black Myth. And if you love Black Myth, you will love Elden Ring. But Elden Ring is easily harder. So like if you found Elden Ring too challenging, but you still finished it, or maybe you didn't finish it, but you got very far, you should have a much easier time with Black Myth. I don't think Black Myth is a hard game. And I literally can say that because I've done every single fight in the game. Now, what I mean by that, it's not a hard game, is that like if you look, like there's only a couple of fights in the game that I had, like, you know, that I would have had a couple of deaths on. Most fights I either killed on my first go, or let's say on my second go, maybe third at a push. There was only a couple of bosses that caused me, you know, that were I'd consider a roadblock, that it took me you know, maybe 30 minutes or maybe even longer to kill them. And notably that will be, well, the final boss and the secret final boss, well, not the secret final boss, the secret boss, let's say. And then a couple of different ones at the end of the chapter 2. That was difficult, although you can make him incredibly easy if I had an item, but I never had the item for to make bosses easier, and stuff like that. There's only a couple that I personally thought were difficult. The rest just flowed very smoothly and was good. Now, maybe I got lucky. No, it was skill. I guess that's why most of the smaller names stay in business, and why larger companies will add subsidiary companies under their umbrella. Yeah, like, you know, when you get to the heights of like EA and stuff like that, and everyone fucking hates EA and Ubisoft, like everyone hates those companies because they got too big for their own good, and they started, well, putting out a lot of nonsense into the industry. That's why a lot of people love smaller studios, like indie studios, or even, for example, Oh, what you call it? The guys that made Baldur's Gate 3, Larian. That's why everyone like loves Larian and stuff. Smaller well, it's quite a it's bigger now obviously, but a lot smaller than let's say EA. It's just that type of stuff. But people hate EA. People hate, like, I personally, if I can avoid it, I will avoid an EA game. I will avoid a Ubisoft game. Now, just because it's produced by Ubisoft doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad game. Just there's going to be probably some shit in it that you're going to be like, oh, of course it is. Um, like, a lot of people will go to these big companies to get published, right? Because, well, they have the money, they have the marketing, they have, so it's not necessarily just because it comes out through them that is automatically like red flag. I played a game there in my off time just last week called Child of Light, and I think that was developed, well, at least published. It was published by Ubisoft, and I thought that was a fantastic little game, and that came out in like 2014, but I literally only played it last week, and that was a nice little title, like 10 hours or so experience, and I enjoyed myself with that one. So it's not everything's automatically like bad because EA touched it. But like when you listen to like their CEO, if you listen to kind of like their jargon and stuff like that, when they're talking about games, it's all about max extraction. Like, how much can we take from you for our game? Like, what bullshit can we add onto it? Whether it's like loot boxes, whether it's like early access, whether it's battle passes, you name it. Like, all that stuff is kind of synonymous with EA titles and Ubisoft and Activision Blizzard and all these bastards. It doesn't mean that they don't know how to make a good game, because there are amazing games from these companies. It's just there's a lot more misses, at least in the last, let's say, decade. Like, there's a lot more misses than there were hits. So yeah, smaller companies definitely can work at a better pace in their own way. The only thing that constrains them is financials. So it reminds me of Harry Potter on the Switch. What do you mean Harry Potter on the Switch? Ben, in reference to what? Sorry, I'm trying to figure. Oh, I forgot about EA. I thought they died. I think we would all love EA to die, but look, that's nothing. Never forgiving EA for Battlefront, says Love. Two, Battlefront 2. Let's not go there. I think for your sanity and my sanity, I think we can both mutually agree to let's just not talk about it. Right. It's like, don't even fucking start. What a travesty that was, man. What a fucking travesty that is. Wow. Whew. Talk about like not knowing your fucking customer base, right? Would you recommend a game like Wukong for someone who's never played a game like that before? Yeah, actually I would. I think it's very intuitive. The enemies are not difficult. Like, the regular enemies, to be honest, are kind of like cannon fodder. They're kind of just there to just die. And once again, I'm a experienced gamer, I suppose, in this genre of gaming. So like, my reflexes are much faster than, let's say, someone who isn't big into action RPGs or whatnot. So you'll probably find a lot of the bosses a lot more challenging than I did. Whereas I say there's probably like 10 or so bosses. That's just a complete guess off the top of my head. Probably like 10 out of the 107 that there was that I actually was like, okay, this is challenging. Or, moderately challenging. But that's just experience. But you would have a good time with this game, but you will definitely suffer a little bit more than, let's say, I did. But that's not a problem, because the cool thing about these type of games, the Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, the Souls series, all these type of games, is that realistically, they want you to win, but they're not gonna hand you the victory. They want to challenge you. You have to deserve it, right? So the enemies, they're very fair, and their attacks are very well telegraphed. So if you die, it's pretty much your own fault. So the great thing is that you can get that progression. It's like, okay, every single time I die, okay, what can I learn this time? Okay, this is the combo. Okay, he does like 3 jabs and then he's going to do a swing, for example. So I'm like, okay, I can dodge, I keep dodging to one side, and then when he does the swing, I can jump over it, or else I can roll back. Like, you kind of learn each and every combination, and there's usually like, there's at least in every boss, or most bosses, there's at least one combination that just is a little bit more annoying than all the other ones, and just focus on improving on as many combinations as possible, and you'll win. You will. There's literally no reason you can't win if you're literally studying how every boss moves, because they're very well, for the most part, very well telegraphed. There's a couple of bosses that fly, or even enemies that fly, and they are a bit of a they're a bit of a pain in the ass, because the camera angle can definitely go against you, and some of the huge bosses, they usually have a bad time with the camera too. So yeah, there's some instances where you're like, oh, come on, I can't even see it, or whatever. But we all go through the same frustrations in these games. The camera sometimes can be the biggest obstacle in your victory. But the camera angle, the camera in general is really good in this game. But there have been times I literally died because the camera just literally went against me. So there it is. Motor reflex and muscle memory. Yeah, and the thing is that the game gives you multiple spells that you can use in your favor to make to realistically, if you master them, like you can kick every boss's ass in literally 30 seconds or less. Most of them, because you can literally stun lock a lot of enemies, and if you're powerful enough and you can stun lock the enemies, like literally bosses just melt. So if you can master that, you can get through most of the fights just almost like pure luck in a way, because you're just going to bash them down to a certain amount, and then it's like, oh, I only have to now learn like a quarter of the fight because he's almost dead already. But that will take time until you kind of get to that. That you have all the spells and all the stuff lined up, and you can also make items throughout the game. Like, I didn't use items until there's only a couple of bosses that I used items on, which you can make yourself more powerful, or you can take less damage. So I literally was almost like doing this like little kind of hard mode by making it even more challenging just by not using items. Whereas you could use items, so you'll take less damage, you'll do more damage. You have that. So you can use them in your favor too. The only problem is you have to craft materials for them, but you can collect that stuff. Never be afraid to use it. So yeah, overall, amazing game. Black Myth Wukong, guys. 107 bosses. I took down 106 of them. One of them died in a combat encounter that I had no control over. That I found out that you can if you encounter him before the fight, then he doesn't die in the fight. So there's only one boss I missed technically, to my knowledge. And oh my god, guys, I saw the cutest photo ever. I'm going to show you a dog. Okay. It's photoshopped, but the dog is real, but it's photoshopped with this. And I thought this was the cutest thing ever today. You have to let me know if you think this is cute. It's funny but it's cute. Yeah, you got treated with a shirtless Jay. Is this not cute as fuck? Like, would you not love if your McDonald's server was literally this dog? Like, this is just so cute. Like, I would literally go to this McDonald's multiple times a week if I pulled up at the window and this guy was staring at me with my order. Like I would be McDonald's like most loyal customer at that stage. Do you like it, Bob? I think this is adorable. So this original image, as long as there's no slobber on my order. Yeah, this is best boy. This okay, well, Arcanine is best boy, but this is second best boy. He won't eat and slobber all over your chips and your burgers and stuff. So, but come on, it's so cute. So this is basically a meme. This dog comes from like, so pretty much it's a dog transformed into a meme, and then this is like a variation of said meme, and I just saw it today and I was like, this is funny as fuck because of the context that I saw it in, but then I was like, this is so freaking cute at the same time. This is adorable. I was like, I just need this in my life right now. And oh my god, I saw like, oh, I need to find, what the hell was that dog called? Like, I spent a little bit of time on like Twitter today, and look, most of Twitter's a cesspit, but I spent some time on it and I was looking up dogs. So I just saw some really cool dog. You know when you go onto like YouTube and then you go down like a rabbit hole and you're like, you know, you start looking for something, I don't know, you're looking for an anime or something, and then all of a sudden you're watching cat videos and you just keep watching more cat videos. It's kind of like that. I was there looking for something specific, and then when I don't know, it just appeared on my timeline, you know, the recommended thing, and I just saw a dog and I was like, oh my god, I love this. And then the next one appears and you're like, oh my god, that is so amazing. The next one appears, oh. Now I did snap myself out of it, but you know, it's dangerous because I'm trying to remember the name of this dog. Oh god, it was a giant dog. Basically how I got caught in that rabbit hole was because it was talking about how loyal and well trained, like if you train the dog, like how much of a guardian a dog can do to you. It can be for you, so like how it protects you, like, you know, and then it went on from there because it was talking about like sheep dogs and dogs that do protect sheep, not just the collie, for example, but you know, protect them from wolves and stuff. And then it kind of went on to like attack training, like how fast a trained you know, attack dog, let's say, can spot when someone is being friendly to you versus the moment you try and do like a sudden move and it literally will go like that, like almost blink of an eye type of thing. Nah, cats are better, says Keck. No, dogs are better. I'll fight you on that, Keck. I won't fight you though. You're too nice. I grew up with cats and dogs. That's why I don't really have a bias either way. As in, like, well, I can choose because I literally had both, and I definitely am a dog person. Cats are just, yeah, cats are cats. They have their own way. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but I definitely I vibe with the dog a lot more. No, it's not a Belgian Malamute. It's not a Great Dane. That's how you get, that's how they get to you, Jay, now that you're sweet. No, I have no idea what that's like at all, Jay. Nervous laughter. Dub was like, yeah, Jay, do you know how much stuff I sent to you? That's literally going through the rabbit hole of this lore. Like, when, guys, Dub and lore. Okay, the way to get to Dub is just give him lore, and he will literally go through all the fucking lore. And then the people that are talking about the lore, lore is probably one of Dub's biggest vices. He will like eat that shit up, like whatever topic is like next, go through. He's a researcher. He's a researcher that way. He will understand whatever it is. He will make sure he does. Border Collie's 100% best protector of pups. Protect puppers. I never grew up with any. I grew up with fish. I grew up with fish too. I'm a huge fish lover. Like I have a pond outside my back garden. Well, my parents' back garden, but like I was responsible for maintaining that for many years. So I gained a lot of knowledge about fish just because I learned to I kind of trained myself to see when they're sick. I know you're looking at goldfish and you're like I in a pond and you can spot when they're sick. It's like no, that one's not right. You just get used to this stuff. It's you really get into it. Cats would be like, "Oh, I see we're being robbed. Come find me when you get free. My bowl is empty." Yeah. Whereas the dog, well, if it's not really a, let's say an attack dog or whatever, they might just bark at you and just be like, "Well, you're on your own now." It's like that's just how it is. The cat will just leave and free itself. So the dog can go either way. The dog can go either way. I'm trying to think. I think it's a Chinese. I think it's like a mix of like some sort of Chinese dog, but it's a gigantic dog. I was like, wow, the head on that dog is fucking huge. I'm just gonna type in like Chinese dog breed, and I'm gonna say like huge, huge. But I don't know will that work. But I think it begins with A or something like that. Let's have a look. Tibetan Mastiff. No, it's not Tibetan. Oh no, that's not size. Okay, it's Shih Tzu. Yeah, not the Mastiff. Mastiff. Like everyone knows what a Mastiff is, right? Like these big motherfuckers. Like they're like this has to be like the ultimate pillow. These gigantic things. Like this has to be just the most cuddliest thing in the world. But I'm sure the food bill and the grooming bill and just literally your house will just be like never you will never have it clean. It probably just sheds everywhere it goes, But this is not the dog that I'm referencing. But dear Jesus, like fucking huge things. I'm trying to find like I don't know. I'm gonna go like largest dog breeds. Maybe it might pop up in that. Meet the largest dog breeds. See if the Anatolian Shepherd, not that one. Bernese Mountain Dog doesn't look all that big, but size could be deceptive. Black Russian Terrier. I think they missed the message. Yeah, Bull Mastiff, Cane Corso, Great Dane. Yeah, okay, they're finally getting there. Great Pyrenees, Irish Wolfhound. Oh my god, Irish Wolfhounds are fucking gigantic. They're scary though. They're scary. Well, they're scary looking. But they're quite friendly actually. In my experience, I've met multiple Mastiff, Neapolitan Mastiff. I see, they're not Great Saint Bernard, Deerhound, Tibetan Mastiff. They're not the largest that I'm looking for. 17 biggest dog breeds. How to care for them. I'm telling you, when I find this, I will be happy. But until then, I won't be happy. I'm very sure it began with an A. The kind of dog Henry Cavill has, the Mongolian something or other. We all need a crazy orange cat in our lives. Like a Garfield. You're going for like a Garfield type of thing. There was a Central Asian something in the images that came up when you search. What was that? I'll have a look. It has. I think it begins with A. Irish Wolfhound, Great Dane, Bernese Mountain Dog. Oh my god, his head. I just want to squeeze it. It just looks so squishy. It will probably kill me, but I just want to squeeze it. Let me squeeze your head, dog. It just looks like, it's so like thick. I just want to like smash it in. It won't happen because his skull is so fucking big, but like, it's just like, you can be like extra firm and be like Gucci, you know, because that's what we do to dogs. We treat them like little babies when we talk to them, right? Even though they could kick the shit out of us. And Akita, no, Akitas aren't that big. Saint Bernard, Mastiff, like my friend has an Akita. They're not that big of a dog. Kind of medium sized, I would say, really. Napoleon Mastiff again. Newfoundland. Haven't heard of that one. Well, I know of Newfoundland as an area, but I didn't know that it was a dog. Scottish Deerhound. Kind of looks like the Wolfhound, just more shaggy in appearance. A Leon Burger. I'd like a burger. Anatolian Shepherd. No. Black Russian... Why do they say the Black Russian terriers are huge? They don't look that big. Maybe they're bigger than I think. But they don't look that big. Bull Mastiff, Dog de Bordeaux, Cane Corso, Great Pyrenees, Tibetan Mastiff, Bloodhound. No, it's still not it, guys. Burger? What about your pizza? Can I not have a burger and a pizza? Keck, I'm hungry. Like all this final boss killing is like literally has made me hungry. Guys, I don't know. How about I type in largest dog breeds. Something tells me it's Chinese. I'm very sure there was a Chinese. 17 dog breeds from China. 12 dog breeds with fascinating backgrounds. Tibetan Mastiff. No, it's not the Mastiff. I know it's not a Mastiff. Maybe Alibi? Ooh, Alibi. Ooh, this could be it. Or maybe Central Asian Shepherd Dog. Also known as the Alibi. Maybe. Yes, I think this is him. I don't know which. Yeah, that's a huge head. Connection not down. Yeah, that's the one. He just has such a huge head. I just want to squish it. I know that's the reason why you get one of the biggest dogs in the world, Jay, just to squish its head. Can we get like a big photo of one of these, or even a video?
Possibly, it's a detect. It's a wolf, like for like. I know this will probably will guard against predators, but very.
Look at that big head. I want to get like a full, just focus on the dog videos. The Wolf Smasher. That's probably why it came up, because
hello and welcome to Animal Watch, and today we're meeting the real Alibi, the central.
So much love of those
okay,
who protect,
there's lots of different ones.
Central.
But the one that I saw today, his head was just so huge. I was like, I must
with
squish him.
clips of this dog. Originated in a geographical area between the Ural, Caspian Sea, Asia Minor and the North, which is a national tie, who had been bred from fighting and guarding lines.
I think it's just my thing.
We are unable to touch these dogs who had been purposely unsocialized in order to do their job efficiently.
As a dog.
Today we have been invited to meet a
To be fair, I have
Central
squished a lot of
Asian
heads
shepherd,
that were
one
humans.
who looks more like the giant classic images
Well,
we see
mostly
on the
dogs.
internet.
I think not that dogs appreciate it, but dogs are like, you know how dogs are when they're like, they love it, whereas humans, they might not appreciate their
So we've
heads
got his
being, like,
father here
squished.
as well. He's a Central
We're not
Asian
doing
shepherd.
Game of Thrones
He's
style
mostly got a
squishing,
lot
by
of
the way.
Kazakhstan
That's a
blood.
no.
Size, Willie?
Yeah, he'll potentially be bigger.
Look at his
He'll
big
probably
head.
be
Does
bigger.
this
It's a
not?
bit
Does
bigger,
this
a bit
head
bigger.
Who
not
have we got over
just
here?
This is
cry
Lucky.
out to be like squeezed? Or is it just me?
Oh, that's sociable.
Like, look at this head.
So is she.
She's very attached
It's
to
a squeeze. It's so
people she
squeezy.
knows, but, yeah.
Good girl.
And that's a hell of a lot of
You
drool.
don't have to say hi to me if you don't want to.
That's kind of like
they're
me
really
when I'm hungry,
big.
to
I've
be
got
fair.
to say, in the UK, they're very rare.
What says more orange cat? An orange cat. We watching Garfield? Oh Jesus. Okay, that's not well, that's not Garfield, should I say? Barely a week straight. Jesus. Nasty little bitches, aren't they? They're all happy now, trying to eat his cats for you. That's a wonderful fluffer. But yeah, I just want a big squishy
And I
head.
think what's really important is
Like, come on, look how squishy he
talk
is.
today about the differences between the Alibi and a lot of other dogs that are out there.
I want
their
one of these
background, their
dogs just so I
history.
can squish
With
him.
the boys through the fence, and we saw a
You know,
much
he can handle
sterner
it.
side. He was
He can handle
told
a
that he
bit of
was called this
firmness,
due to him.
They look just so.
Why they are wonderful with kids, and he doesn't get this.
Yeah,
Be a
here's-
pet.
oh.
Which is
Huge.
yeah, different story. Good pets as
Now it's.
Is it
I don't
possible
think
to make
any of
them
these like. I don't think any of these are going to beat the dog that I saw today because he seemed to be like a bigger version of these dogs, like an even bigger one, and his head was like ginormous. It was just a huge head. I was like, this is the ultimate squishy, you know. He's the ultimate squishy. I just want to squeeze his head. That looks like a freaking lion, man. But yeah. Oh, look at the... Oh. Oh my god. He just, oh, that's so cute. Look at them as a puppy. Oh. Guys, that's so cute. And the cat's name is Nanaki. No, okay, I have to. Okay, no more Jade. No squishy dogs. No more wanting to squish dogs' heads. But look at him, he's so squishy. Oh my god, that's a big head just to squeeze. Oh my god, I love it. That's a big dog. See, I told you they're big. Like, oh wait, you can't properly see this. I told you they're big. They're fucking huge dogs. But they were like, you know, some of them are so fucking huge anyway. They're all the ones that we saw in the video. They're big, but they're not as big as, let's say, these ones. Camera angle obviously pays wonders there too, but like they're big freaking dogs. That's why they're like they easily handle a bit of squishy. If they can fight off packs of wolves, they can handle a little bit of squishy on the face and a bit of. So yeah, I'm happy now. I'm happy. Thank you for making me happy. To be honest, I ate burgers for almost a week once, but they were homemade patties from ground beef, so way healthier than the pre-made or fast food ones. Yeah, there's nothing like I love a good burger, but I get bored of them very easily. Like eating a burger for a week, or you know, burgers for a week, I could do it, but I'd be very bored eating them at the same time. And that's obviously ground beef, you know, like healthy and cooked healthy and la la la. But yeah, I just get bored. I just get a bit bored. Would say the Rottweilers have the squishiest heads. Would you think so? Let me have a look. Like I wouldn't. Maybe. There's so many cute ones. Like, I think they have a very, I think that, okay, they have a squishy head. They have a squishy head. But a Rottweiler will absolutely just destroy you probably in a second if if it didn't, like, you know, I wouldn't just go up to a random Rottweiler and be like, squishy, like, gotta be careful. Yeah, you'd have to be on a very good friendly terms, or maybe you're its master or whatever. So yeah, Rottweilers can be very dangerous. Obviously, very misunderstood dogs and stuff, but great protectors. Like no one's gonna fuck with you if you have a Rottweiler in your garden. Like no one will come near your house because it will literally destroy you. So there's that. And I probably will have a couple of protective dogs if I ever had enough money, like to have a nice, like, okay, so if I have enough money, I would get a house and it would not be near other houses. Like it would be secluded from other houses. Now it doesn't have to be like very far away, but it just has to be like, just not attached to them and has a nice big space, let's say, around it. I don't know, I can put hedges around it too or something, or you know, just so people so I have my privacy, basically. I can enjoy my garden without my neighbors looking in and stuff. And I would definitely have one or two, at least one or two dogs. Probably protective dogs as well. Not sure which yet. Now, I always wanted huskies, but huskies aren't really known for protective dogs. But I just love the wolf. I just love the husky wolf. They're just so cute. But yeah, if I had like a Rottweiler or two or something like that, that would be a fun time. Like, I would feel safe as fuck. Like, especially in this day and age where safety is like questionable, you know, in many cities, very question mark. Is this city safe? Question mark. Like, seriously. I would feel really fucking safe with like having a Rottweiler or two in my garden. No one would come near my house. I'd be pretty okay. And if I went out walking, he will come with me too, obviously. Because, well, I'll have to bring him out. But I'd make sure that I'd have a good sized garden, so, you know, the dogs would have plenty of, you know, space to run and stuff. But yeah, I would definitely have. I could even have a mixed match of different dogs, but you'd want at least, I think you'd want at least one protective dog if you're going to get a Staffy. Staffies are cute. Staffies are cute. They just, Staffies definitely have a very squishy face as well, I think. You know when Staffies, yeah, do you know when Staffies are like the big muscular Staffies? You know when they're small, they're just like, but then when they grow old, their face really becomes very muscular. Like you see the Staffy here. You could definitely try squeeze it. But look, they're so cute. Like, how could this kill things? It does. But how did... Bad owners, guy. Bad owners. Like, look at the fucking muscle on this thing. Like, just seriously. Like, they're just built like fucking brick shit houses, these dogs. Totally me. I think... Okay, guys, I want to ask you a question, alright? I want to ask you guys a question. What type of dog would be Jay? Like, what dog would embody me? Like, if you saw me and you would compare me to a dog, in your opinion, what dog would be me? You know, I think about that. Think about that. And I'd love to hear your answers. There's so many to choose from, I suppose. A bit. It's like, okay, when you're kind of fun and crazy, you're like this, but when you're like, you know, when you're built and all that, you're this one. And I don't know. Just go from there. I used to be called by one of my exes. Oh my god, what was it? Jesus. It was a big fluffy dog anyway, I know that one. Oh, fuck. I remember saying it on a stream before, and I don't know. We'll see. OP Barry, big muscle flexing, thank you so much. You get the flexes. Big muscle flexing, thank you so much for 12 months subscription, man. 1 year. That means you're going to be leveling up your badges with me, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy the ad-free content as always. All of the lovely unicorn family of emojis, which is about 40 of them, mixed between animated and static. And thank you so much for helping to pay the electricity and the internet bills. Much appreciated, my man. Hope you're well. A Great Dane. Oh, I'm too small to be a Great Dane. Like they're huge dogs. Irish Wolfhound. Just because it's Irish, I don't think I'm an Irish Wolfhound. They're huge dogs. Like, if I was to be an Irish Wolfhound, I'd have to be a lot more shaggier in appearance, and I'd have to be like 7 foot. I think that will kind of get me close to the Irish Wolfhound. Irish Wolfhounds kind of look malnourished by design, you know. And I don't think do I look malnourished? Hope not. I'm gaining weight all the time, so I don't think I'm malnourished. I just see a bunch of fur babies. Teacup Chihuahua, and name it Titan. A teacup chihuahua. Okay, I know what a chihuahua is, but a teacup chihuahua. All bark, no bite. Oh dear God. And name it Titan, right? Am I like a Paris Hilton dog? Am I one of these little shits? Well, Dub probably thinks I'm a little bit of a little shit because of like, he's like, Jay, you never go to bed on time. You never do these things, Jay. You're a little fucking shit, Jay. It's like, Jay, shut the fuck up and go to bed. Stop barking on at all hours on Twitch. So this is, dude, no, it's not he's kind of this fluffy, but it was big in that. I think it begins with an S. Maybe it's a Chinese dog. Chinese dog furry. Oh God, this could be anything. Yes, it's him. What are these guys called again? I think it begins with S. I think it's Sharpie. No, it's not Sharpie. It's. I'm sure it begins with S, but it's not Sharpie. What are these ones called? A Chow Chow. A Chow Chow. Why did I think it was S? Chow Chow. Yeah, I was thinking of a Chow Chow. Chow Chow. Yeah, my ex used to call me a Chow Chow. like, don't I? Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't look like that. Oh my holy shit! Like, ugh. Imagine owning this dog. Like, this is literally like, this is American white housewife dog. Like, holy shitballs, that's just disgusting. Oh my holy shit, what the fuck is that? Oh my God. Like, this is literally a dog that like fell from the ugly tree and literally not just fell and hit every branch on its way down, increasing its hideousness, but literally smacked so fucking hard off every single branch on the way down, and then just for good measure just face palmed straight into the ground. Like, what is with its hair? Like, what kind of hairstyle is this? It's literally a rat. It is a rat with like shiny pom-poms. You know those those furry boots that lots of women like to wear? It's literally that. It's a rat with those furry boots. It is. Like, how could you get this and think it's like a good choice? Like, what's going wrong with your life? I'd love if one of you guys literally have one of these and I'm literally there insulting your rat. I'm sorry, guys. You got a rat. That is just hideous. Oh, yuck. Holy shitballs. Shizu Shiba. You should see the Zolo dog. Laugh now. An ugly an Ugg pup. An Ugg pup. That's it. Yes, Ugg pup. It's an Ugg rat. Like, look, doesn't this look like me? Like, come on. Now that you see it, you can't unsee it. This is literally me. This is what my ex was convinced this was me. So, Jay at, like, maximum furriness, and then obviously, because I'm, like, fucking crazy, right? So it's just like, hey, it's like, hey, guys. It's like, this is literally me. But I'm also such a like, big cuddler and fluffy thing. So it's like, yeah. There you go. J equals Chow Chow. Yeah. I agreed with him because I thought this was me. J equals Chow Chow. I think it's Chow Chow. If you have any other things that you think I look like, dogs that I could embody, like some people were saying, like, you know, something like a bulldog and stuff like that, but I'm like, I'm not that serious. I'm muscular, yeah, like a bulldog probably, but I guess bulldogs have their cuteness to it, but I'm like, no, I'm muscular. Like, these dogs can be quite little, not just fur balls, but they can be muscular too. But a bulldog is just, there's no sweet, like, it's like you have to really work for the sweetness, and I'm just like default sweet. That's my default mode. So I don't really. Dear Jesus Christ. What a horrible looking dog. I'm sorry. Like, I know you have neighbors to have this dog, and you have neighbors to have whatever the fuck that is. You have neighbors who have this dog, and oh my god, girl. Girl. Just no girl. Just. Like, who literally goes, I'm going to come out one day and buy a dog and get one of this? Like, why? Oh, this could be me. This looks insane. Ah, maybe I find a new one for me. A Lhasa Apso. Is that the bearded lion dog? Bearded lion dog. In Tibetan folklore, the country's protector is the mythical snow lion, and the Lazas or whatever, the bearded lion dog, are the snow lion's earthly representatives. Long-haired dog, but it doesn't look all that like lion. Maybe I'm getting that's just a bad photo. That's like the photo that you take on a crazy night out. Oh my god, no, I can't. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna do it on this one. I've seen these. This is probably me sometimes. Maybe. Not all quite there. A little messed up. But sometimes cuddly. I'm always cuddly. Except for when I'm in the gym and I want to rip your head off. But that's just a different story. That's just getting... This is me. This is me. You just know you're in for a good time with someone who's like this. You just know you're in for a lot of himbo time. This is just peak. You have a Lhasa Apso mix? Really? This is me. Hey guys. Who called for the party? That's me. Pug fur is so hard to get off clothes. I can imagine, man. I can imagine. Actually, I think you're more likely a Burmese mountain dog. They're big and floofy. Let's look. Let's look at the Burmese mountain dog. Ah, but he's too big. Oh my god. Did you just... Where... Oh... Can we just all admire how cute as fuck is this dog? And the thing is, it grows up. You know when you get a puppy and you kind of wish it never grows up because they're so freaking adorable? Well, you probably want them to grow up just so they're like house trained and stuff, right? But like, besides that, it's like, can you just like stay like this? Because you're just so cute. They drool a lot. I'm not surprised. Like, look how much fur it has. It has to like release the heat some way, right? But yeah, oh, very cuddly looking. But I think they're a bit too big for me. Remember, I'm 5'7". We have to get something that's like kind of somewhat representative of my height as well. Not just my furriness and my cuddliness and all that. That's why I think the Chow Chow, he, you know, is just, oh, look at that. Oh, there's the hideous thing again. But look at the Chow Chow. I just want to like, they would be a nightmare to keep. They would be a nightmare to keep clean though. And keep clean and keep their fur, actually, like their coat, like really, yeah. The face is just, look, that is a squishy face. That is just such a squishy face. And it's kind of like Simba as well from The Lion King, just with the kind of mane there. It's like, it's just cute, man. So I think I'm a bit of a Chow Chow. Not 100% Chow Chow, but along those lines. I think if we have like a cross of Chow Chow and something more maybe muscular, a little bit more muscular, because Chow Chows can be muscular. It's just the amount of fur they have makes them like look like as if they don't. That's why the Chow Chow kind of can represent a little bit. Pugs. I kind of love the Labradoodles. Labradoodle. They're yeah, I've seen a couple of these. I have a friend who has one of these actually. I wouldn't buy it myself. Like, it wouldn't be my choice. But they look very. I'm very sure I had a teddy bear that looked like one of these in the past. You know, they kind of give me those vibes. They are cuddly. They're definitely cuddly. They're cute, but they'll eat anything and everything. Kind of like me. Well, maybe not anything. I'll eat everything, just not anything. Does that make sense? Like, I will eat everything that you give me as long as it's not anything that you give me. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but to me it makes sense. As long as you give me everything that I like, then I will eat everything of that. That kind of thing. Even cum, man, I like it. Feed me. Feed me. That makes sense. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I'll eat everything, but not anything. Should get a Boston Terrier and finish the gay cliche. I'm not getting a Boston Terrier. No. Here, for people who aren't familiar with the Boston Terriers, we're not getting them. And I'm not getting a Frenchie either. Like, Frenchies are a staple. Like, if it's not a Boston Terrier, which one of my best friends had a Boston Terrier for years. If it's not a Boston Terrier, it's a Frenchie, a French Bulldog. They're a staple. They're tiny little animals, and you know at least one gay guy that has one. You just know. You just know there's one. They're little shits. They're just little shits. They like when they're a puppy, they're the most adorable thing in the world. But as they get older, they have like a lot of like breathing problems and stuff like that. I just don't think it's adorable when they get a little bit older. But when they're young, they're the most adorable. Like, look at that. Like, that is it's adorable. So yeah, if you can once again keep them like that, amazing. But unfortunately, they grow up and then they're like all the time. They have like major breathing issues. I think it's from all the crossbreeding. I think that's what it is. 20 low maintenance dog breeds for busy owners. Okay, let's have a look see at this. Oh, by the way, I'm still in I forgot to change the Twitch because people are probably thinking I'm still playing Black Myth Wukong, and it's like, guys, sorry, finished it. It's all done now. Show's over. Change it now. What the hell? Ukraine's NATO hopes dashed. What happened now? What did he do? No, dogs, Jay, dogs. Just focus on the dogs, please. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. What did the orange man do? I mean, no orange man. Orange cats, maybe. There's like a dead cat on his head anyway, but look, that's another thing. Only dogs, yeah, onlydogs.com. They're so anxious too. I love Frenchies, but they're a health nightmare, right? There are nasal surgeries that help. They don't fix the problem, just help. It's kind of like, why would you get a dog that you know is going to be problematic in terms of health? It just doesn't sound like a good purchase. You know what I'm saying? It's Fox, so he probably just got told off by EU. I think he put tariffs. I think I heard that he's putting in like a 25% tariff on the EU. 25% tariff. Tariff on EU. Trump. I think he said that. EU vows firm responses. Trump signals 25%. Oh, he signals. It's not. The European Commission has said that it will react firmly and immediately against unjustified barriers to free and fair trade after Donald Trump said his administration would soon announce a 25% tariff on imports from the EU. The EU always protects European businesses. Yeah, right. Fucking lies. But yeah. We have made a decision and we'll be announcing it very soon, and it'll be 25% generally speaking, and that'll be on cars and all of the things. That will be on cars and all of the things. Like, I understand that is definitely Trump saying that because he doesn't know how to fucking speak. But what does that mean? And all the things. Yeah, so the 25% is on cars and all the things. Dude, you're a fucking leader of like the free world or whatever, apparently anyway. Like, like, come on, dude. Give us some, give us some. Dogs, please. Dogs, please. His bullshit has already affected my job. What happened with your job, pup? I'm sure he did. I think an orange cat is too high energy. Perhaps a grey or black cat. Black cat. Black cat. Memories. Good memories. Good memories. Memories. Brought back a memory. Anyway, any flat-faced dog or cat will have that problem with their breathing. Yeah, probably. Are there any other pets you all would get? Kind of thinking of getting a Flemish rabbit. A Flemish rabbit? That is certainly not on my bingo for tonight, but oh, okay. Wow. Okay, these rabbits are big. You're getting like a giant one, or is it like one size only? Is it like always giant? That's a big fucking rabbit, dude. These are some big rabbits. Wasn't on my on my plans. I wouldn't get a rabbit, but that's one fucking huge rabbit. Dogs, not Trump. No, I'm researching for a script and it's all Trump. You're keeping it balanced with games and dogs. No more Trump. It's Trump Inception. Now it makes sense. There was a typo. Hey, Daddy, I watched Robot Dreams. I thought the ending made sense. What was the robot going to do? Hurt the guy that put him back together? Yes. I'd be the robot and I'd go down and be like, how dare you be with the other robot? Like, what the hell? What about me? Like, I waited for months, and it's like, to be fair, he also waited, but he doesn't get to know that. But like, he moved on eventually. But yeah. What did you think of it, Chorus? Did you like Robot Dreams? Did anyone else, by the way, get a moment to watch Robot Dreams? I know, Keck, you've seen it. I was mentioning it there on Discord earlier. I was thinking of like once a month that we do you know how like Oprah used to do like a book club kind of thing? Like Oprah recommends this book or whatever. I was thinking maybe we could do that, but for like movies. Whereas like, let me know what you think of this idea. So like once a month, we can have like a vote on Discord. We can get people to mention, let's say, movies, and then we have a vote on which movies make, let's say, the final vote. And then whichever movie wins the most votes, we all go and watch that movie. Like we'll have like a decent time to do it. Like, let's say we'll do it if we do the voting like once a month, we have like a month then until like, it's like homework. We have like a month to do the assignment. We have a month to watch the movie. Like, plenty of time, basically. And then we'll have a segment on an upcoming stream, let's say like a month after the vote, to give people more than enough time to watch it. And then we'll have like a segment. It could be like an hour or whatever on the stream. And we talk about that movie. And we can talk about it in depth. From the lore to what people felt about it, what they liked, what they didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that could be a cool idea. It'd be different. So it's almost like Jay's book club, but Jay's movie club. Something like that. If you think that could be a cool idea, I think it could be something cool to try. And I kind of got inspired by us talking about Robot Dreams, and I was like, guys, go and watch it. That's your homework. So I'm glad that some of you did. I'm going to somehow rig this to make you watch or read the most strange, obscure things, right, Jay? Well, look. You could put down your idea of a movie for us to watch, but will it win the vote? I don't know. Dub will be there bribing all the jury in the background. It's like, Dub, how come your one always wins? Hey, Daddy, I did. My BF was a pain in the ass and kept asking, when are they going to have sex? Oh my god. It's not one of those movies, even though, like, it gives you kind of gay vibes, but that's just friendship, dude. It's a dog becoming friends with a robot because he's lonely, which, well, obviously. The thing, though, is, like, when you kind of think of robot dreams and loneliness, and especially with the epidemic of loneliness that's easily pervading the world at the moment, like, with the rise of AI and eventually the rise of robotics, like, people are already turning to, like, AI boyfriends, companions, girlfriends, whatever, just to kind of feel like they're connected, even though obviously it's all, like, bullshit, right? Like, it's not real. It's not a real person. But people are so really wanting a connection with someone that they're willing to go to the robot, like in this case with the dog, or even AI apps like we have right now, just to have some sort of connection so that they don't feel lonely. And I don't blame people if they do that. Like, if that helps you, awesome, you do you. But it's a commentary, like, on that, definitely, that down the line we might have a robot buddy that will act as a companion for us, and they'll be able to not only, like, let's say, do basic house chores and stuff, which is kind of what they're talking about already, but also be able to be like a companion bot, let's say. So chores and companionship, the CC bot. So it's all, we're already kind of going there. And since there's such, like, this epidemic of loneliness, as I talked about multiple times in the past, like, people will become desperate and they will want to reach out for these latest technologies. Because what we're lacking is community, right? Like, that's why I want to do a much better job at my community here and, like, bringing us together. And I think maybe even this, like, movie night type thing, or once a month that we talk about a certain movie all together, kind of like a book club type thing, but movie. I think it would be a nice little way to bring community together. Because the more technology, like, we all know this, like, when it comes to, like, social media and stuff, we have so much access on the internet. We can easily keep in contact with people. Like, we're overstimulated to the max, obviously, with everything, right? But we can easily keep in contact with people. But yet, we're more lonely than ever, even though we have more access to keeping in contact with people than ever. And it's that messed up, because we may not, it depends on your own circumstance, obviously, we may not have enough physical, like, people there in front of us, right? That we can see and touch and feel and smell and whatever, right? We have video screens, or we have text messages, or even phone calls, if you're one of those people that do that. I'm a big fan of voice messages, personally. I think Dub definitely knows that, and Dub sent me a 25-minute, FYI, Dub sent me a 25-minute voice message, which I have to finish. Dub. It's a research thing, it's different. But I'm just saying, we know how to talk. We do. But it's a commentary. Robot Dreams is a commentary on that, right? And I think, in a way, it will become a little bit like that as time goes on. That we'll get so attached to our AI girlfriend, boyfriend, companion, and I think that's detrimental at the same time. Great maybe in a certain way for your mental health, but also extremely detrimental at the same time, because it's never going to replace a human being. Because the AI is going to be too perfect. It's going to tell you what you want to hear. Or maybe the stuff that you wish you always heard from a human being. But I think the more we become attached to technology, the greater the divide we're going to feel with community. So I honestly think the more technology we have, the more we're really, really, really going to desire community. And trying to get that balance right in this day and age, which is going to be very freaking hard, is another thing. And this leads on to an even bigger topic about just communities, local communities and stuff, and safety or immigration and all this stuff. Like if you go back to Aristotle, like Aristotle once said that pretty much when he was talking about local communities, it's of the same ethnicity. Like once again, we're speaking of someone hundreds of years ago as a philosopher, right? But it's the same ethnicity because let's say all the Irish are with Irish, right? For that sense of community, because we have that culture, right? That's where it's coming from. Not that you can't mix with other ethnicities or whatever, right? It's just talking about community. And I'm sure you even notice it now over the last 10, 20 years that community aspect is definitely like, you know, declining. So I think it's a good commentary on that. Yeah, but it'll be me and Pex just stuffing the ballot boxes each month. Oh my god, if Pex Lover gets a hold of it, he'll just put horror every single month. I mean, the AI boyfriends don't leave dishes in the sink. Oh, Chorus is literally giving us the details. He's giving us the receipts of his current relationship. It's like, well, at least my robot doesn't leave dishes in the sink. Chorus has a little pet peeve there now with his current relationship being like, will you clean the motherfucking dishes like I told you last week and the week before and the month before that? Chorus is there is just kind of like you can just see the giant vein just appearing as I'm saying this. It's like flashbacks. Going off this AI boyfriend talk, you should play Detroit Becoming Human. I keep passing that. I keep passing Detroit Becoming Human on my PlayStation store. I just have not got around to it yet. I just don't know why. This is something that's like, why don't you play this? And I'm just like, I don't want to play it. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. Jay is AI confirmed. Beep, 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 beep. They're on to me. Curse you, Bale. Robot Dreams ending to me is a way of showing that we're all made from our relations with others. Dog learned how to be a good friend by realizing what he shouldn't do with Robot, and also learned to interact through Duck. Yeah, Duck was one of those characters just like, yeah, I was there for like 5 minutes and then gone. It's like, Bonjour, like moved. No, did they move to France or she? No, I think she moved to Spain. All right, but it's that brief interaction with a human being. Well, in this case, not a human, but it's for people who haven't seen Robot Dreams. It's all of the population are all different animals basically, and they literally just call them dog, duck, whatever. They don't have names. It's like, doesn't that get confusing? What if there's like 25 dogs in an apartment? It's like, which dog are you? Yeah. Also learn to interact through Duck. Would it have been great if Robot ended up reconnecting with Dog? Yeah. Yeah, see, that was my thing. It's like, do I want Dog to reunite with Robot? Yes. Am I satisfied that it worked out for them both, but in a different way than what I wanted? Yeah. But I kind of, I'm kind of like torn because I'm like, but you deserve each other, you know? Like if you both noticed how much you wanted to be together, and that's the kind of part that kind of like stung a little bit, is because they both wanted to be together. And it just never got to really materialize You know, like he was waiting, like Dog was waiting for the beach to be opened and it was locked, so he couldn't get to Robot, and Robot was stuck there for like from autumn until the summer essentially. And before the summer, and although he went to find him, he was buried. No, he was removed from there, wasn't he? Yeah, he was found before the beach opened. A guy with a metal detector unearthed him and carried him off to a junkyard and stuff, and then it kind of went from there. So Dog went to look for Robot, but Robot unfortunately was then like smashed into pieces and then put back together by New Friend, let's say, and then he just became the robot for New Friend. So he still found companionship in the end, but I'm still like, and Dog, no, like Dog thought he lost Robot forever because when he went to look for him, he wasn't there. So he moved on, like a relationship. He moved on and found a new robot, you know, and yeah, got over it, let's say. And then at that one moment when they could have, you know, that chance, like it was, you know how it was like right at the ending when they had that opportunity, and then they Robot kind of like looked out and like, you know, he was like, he had the dream, you know, where they get together and everything was like, yay, and then it obviously just snap out of it because it's lots of dreams scenarios. He kind of had that almost like a premonition, being like, I'm going to put on your favorite song and we're going to like listen to it and dance together, but we're not going to interact. So the connection is still there, you know, that's still there, but we've moved on. And it's a touching, but it is touching, and you feel like good, but you also feel sad at the same time, right? So it's that divide of, I'm happy you both found someone and you moved on, but you were also so good together. You can almost look at that as a relationship, like moving on. Yeah, it's commentary on all this stuff, right? That's how I see it. However, the idea is that Dog made a new robot friend, and now Robot has a new friend too. If they get back together, what happens to the current robot or the janitor or whoever I forgot? Yeah, like the thing is, they'd be tossed aside. Like, or maybe they can all become friends together. But yeah, we can't have nice things, can we? We all screw it up some way or another. If we ever got to the stage of AI android companions that were, for all intent and purposes, mostly human, I would be very conflicted and tempted at the same time. I getcha. They're both happy in the current ending. Are there regrets? 1,000,000%. But we don't always get the chance to make up for it. So we try to do it better the next time. Yeah, that's one of the... Yeah, that's one of the lessons you can take from it. That's why I really enjoyed the movie, because you can definitely interpret it in different ways, or you can even examine it, cross-examine it, and kind of think of like your own situation in your own life and be like, okay, the relationship with my friend or the relationship with my partner or ex-partner or whatever, okay, it didn't work out the way I wanted, but now I have like the knowledge, I have the tools at my disposal to, you know, the next time I'm gonna do even better, you know, like I'm more prepared for the next relationship, the next friendship, you know, I'm in a better place, or I worked on my growth, you know, I improved myself. And yes, I can talk, says Dub. If only my voice were sexier and I could get more people to listen, I'd rule the world. Dub, we love when you talk. Which we need to get more voice comms on stream. And also, by the way, this like once a month movie idea, we can have a voice comms to discuss this stuff too. That's all kind of baked into the idea. Food in a nutrient cube in your favorite flavors solves the ease of eating, and dishes in the sink. Is that what we're going to go to eventually? We're going to have like all our food condensed into these like little packages things. Like, the future is here, guys. It's like one of the kind of food that they eat in space, and those kind of silver foil wrappers things. Detroit becoming human became too intense, where you realize there is going to be a very abusive storyline. Ah, I see. Keck, I'd say the ending of Robot Dreams concludes the story of Dog and Robot, but they could always end up back together since they're not dead. So it leaves an open-ended ending that doesn't finalize their story. True. Because who knows what could happen in the future. Duck moved to Barcelona, no notice whatsoever. Yeah, literally like, gone, bye. Just like those friends and that ghost people. We could also do movie night on Discord. Yeah. Definitely could even do the movie night on Discord. Ben, you're so happy. What are you happy about, Ben? Share your happiness with us, Ben. We want to be happy too. And I realized I still have dogs in the background. I went on my own version of what Robot Dreams meant to me, and the commentary and stuff. Okay, so why was I here? Oh yeah, 20 low maintenance dog breeds for busy owners. So if you're a busy person, these dogs are meant to be extremely low maintenance. So we have the Dachshund. Wouldn't want it. It looks like a little sausage dog thing. It's just like, ew. Sorry, but ew. Greyhound. Wouldn't have a love for a greyhound. Yeah, it just doesn't kind of scream a dog that I'd want. Nothing against it. French Bulldog, as we already discussed, nasal issues. I just don't think it wouldn't be a dog I'd want. Yeah, like, why would I want a dog that's just like has breathing difficulty? Greyhounds are extremely fragile. They're extremely fragile, but look at them. They don't look it. Just because plus the puppy added to it. Puppy. It's Shih Tzu. Why the hell would you want this? I don't give a shit if it's low maintenance. It doesn't look low maintenance, but apparently it is. The Shih Tzu is a Shih Tzu is a good choice if you're looking for an adorable little dog. No, it's not. There's nothing about this adorable. Nothing. I'm sorry. It's just no, exactly. I think the ending of Robot Dreams is perfect the way it is. True happy endings are always too much of a fancy these days. The ending of Robot Dreams is more realistic. It makes you think. But, I still kind of wanted that they got back together as friends. Corgis are more adorable. Oh no, they are. One slip and fall and you're looking at 3K surgery. Is that speaking from experience, Doodle? Personal or even a friend that had it? A Basset Hound. I love the big floopy ears, that the Basset Hounds have. I wouldn't see it for me, though. If it's someone else's, I'm good with it. Yeah, well, it's always easier when it's someone else's. A Chihuahua. No. Just no. Like, any of these tiny little shits, they just bark, and they're annoying. They're loud. There's no. A Cavalier King and Charles Spaniel. I had a friend who had actually both of these, both varieties of these actually. They're cute. They're easy. They're quite well behaved, to be fair. For at least my friend's family had one of them, but it wouldn't be a dog for me. But yeah, low maintenance, definitely. I'll stick with Nikita, like my friend has. Basset hounds can be yowly. What the hell's a yowly? Like, yes, I work in the veterinary field. Ah, okay. That explains a Doodle. West Highland White Terrier. No, little shit. It's as you guys can tell, I'm not really a fan of little dogs. I'm just like, you're too little. I like things big. Well, that's like Amanda in Sabrina. Yeah, it is Amanda, right? I always remember that. I like things big, and then she just makes everything big when when they point. literally every time I say I like things big, I literally think of Amanda doing that. Like that's how literally Sabrina had such a big influence on my childhood. Goddamn teenage witches. I thought I would also become 16 and be unlock some specialness inside me. The only thing special about me, I suppose, at 16 is that I was mentally retarded, but that's another story. Dear God. Well, look, you can't say I don't know how to talk shit about myself. A Brussels Griffin. I've never seen this dog before. A Mastiff. Maybe. I like the bigger versions of the Mastiffs. I don't know what I expected when I turned 16. I wanted a sweet 16. You know how, like when I was a teenager, on MTV they had a program. You guys may have saw it. It was called like My Sweet 16 or whatever. But it was always these like lavish kind of parties for. Was it only for girls? I'm not sure if maybe it was for only girls. I could be wrong. Maybe it was only girls. But you know, all these like lavish kind of parties. I'm like, we have nothing like that at 16 here. Like, I don't know where these people, like, you know, just it's different time obviously, but I'm like, you're 16 and they're getting like cars and they're like have this big huge house party thing, or they rent out this big place and it's all like, it looks really lavish. I'm like, fucking rich parents, bastards. You know? So I didn't really have any expectations when I turned 16 personally. But it would have been nice to turn into like a wizard or a witch. But yeah, it didn't work out that way, I don't think. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm secretly a wizard and I just don't know it. A bull mastiff, maybe. I like it, like, you know, it's larger. A poodle, definitely not. None of these little shits. But yeah, they're probably like, you know, you're going to probably get a lot of like small dogs when it comes to like just easy to kind of keep type thing. A pug. Lots of people love the pugs. Not a dog for me, but yeah, but I can see why people like that. A beagle. This is actually probably one of the dogs that's small that I actually would have, because they're just like, I love the colors. I just love the colors of a dog. Like when I think like small dog, I kind of think beagle, you know, not the little tiny little Shih Tzus and shit and Chihuahuas and all that bullshit. Like this is lovely. It has just the colors of it is just beautiful. I really enjoy the colors of a beagle. Jay, you're a wizard with a swishy wand. Ah, yes, you remember my swishy wand. And I thought it was squishy, remember? A squishy wand, and then I was like, ah! We had a good time playing Harry Potter on this stream 2 years ago. Can't believe that, but yeah, 2 years ago. I remember that kind of reminds me of Quince for is it Quincy for Hispanic girls when they turn 15. I could see that. Keep them on a stable diet. They're prone to obesity. Fair enough. Laugh aloud, Jay talk shit. Where the red fern grows. What do you mean where the red fern grows? Grows. Boston Terrier, dear Jesus, no. Italian Greyhound, no, too thin. Oh my god, guys, I found the dog of my dreams, a Maltese. Like, yes, this is so me. The Maltese is a beautiful dog, apparently. Look at this princess right here. Like, do you imagine me with one of these? Like, can you see it? Can you literally imagine me walking this thing? Like, can you? And I know one of you are going to say yes, just to get my reaction. But fuck you in advance if you say so. With all due respect, go fuck yourself. I can see you in the gym with it. You could make hair pieces from the extra. Oh man, I would have the most ultimate hair with the extra hair that this has. You know what, Chorus? I could be a wizard. Literally, I could take all of this hair and I could literally glue it to myself, and I would be literally a wizard. That's how much like extra it is. But seriously, imagine seeing this seeing this big motherfucker, like 250 pounds, 6 foot, just gigantic guy, right? Walking down the street. And this is beside him. Now, it would definitely break, you know, a lot of reality around you, I think. So that could be interesting. But at the same time, that's not going to happen. You'd be Gandalf the Mighty. I'd be Gandalf the White. I have returned. Just imagine it shaved. Oh my god, imagine shaving it. Oh, Jesus. Like, I have... Oh no, my razor... Oh no, I moved it over there because I just shaved my head today. So I was like... You know, I literally could do that. I wonder if that's where Raja Gemini gets her wings. Possibly, man. She only does white and grey overall. Very possibly. She probably has a Maltese at home and just does that. Take it to the parlor and have it woven in. I actually can. No, Doodle, you can't imagine this. A Havanese? I don't think I've ever seen one. Like, as in real life. Nah, I wouldn't. Nah. Girl. What the fuck is that? It looks like the Ugg, the rat that we saw earlier with the Uggs. Those boots, it looks very similar. Maybe it actually is from a different angle, but they're disgusting. Like, girl. It's the same breed? Yeah, girl. It's a rat. It's literally a rat. Like, that is... Okay, let me read... Okay, I have to read what this dog website talks about them, because holy shit, I'm sure it's going to be golden, right? And I quote, "It's hard to resist the tiny Chinese crested." Oh, it's very hard to resist this rat. With their unique appearance and cheerful demeanor. Unique appearance is right. It's a fucking rat with Ugg boots. They are smart. Well, look, girl, like, no one's going to want it, so it better at least focus on its smartness. Friendly. Unfortunately, it's too ugly to ever get a chance to have friends, so... Look, guys, I'm just telling you the truth. And easygoing. Look, girl, to look like that, you'd have to be motherfucking very easygoing. Okay, not many people are going to want to get near you. So they are suitable for a variety of lifestyles. Really, though? Really? Are you sure about that? They also aren't difficult when it comes to training. No one's going to want to train it, so yeah. They also don't need a high amount of exercise. I can see that. I can really see that. So they're a good low maintenance breed to consider. I'm never going to consider it, and neither should anybody. A hairless Chinese crested dog will need sunscreen when outside. It reminds me of me. And exposed to the sun's rays. On the other hand, the powder puff variety. Well, there we go. The powder puff. I guess this is the... Maybe this is the... maybe it's powder puff. Variety will need to be brushed often to keep their coat smooth. But then again, no, this must be the other one. Because it doesn't have a coat. I was just kind of thinking maybe the Ugg boots and, well, wherever the fuck this is, you know, kind of passed off as powder puff, will need to be brushed often to keep their coats smooth and healthy. Plus, they're hypoallergenic dogs, so they don't shed much. There's not really much to shed besides her weave and her beautiful ears and her Ugg boots. There's not really much to weave, much to shed. The fact is, it's meant to be a low maintenance dog, but you have to put sunscreen on it. That doesn't sound low maintenance to me. That sounds like a fucking shit. That sounds like a hassle. Like, imagine being like, oh, I need to put sunscreen on myself. Oh, and on my dog too. Before I go out. Now, okay, if you live in a cold country or something, fair enough, like, grand. But like, let's say you lived in a decent climate. Anytime you're going to take this little shit out for a walk, which is like at least twice a day, you know, you're going to probably want to do that at least twice a day. You're going to probably have to put sunscreen on it. Going for a walk, lather up the dog with sunscreen. I feel someone would name it Brittany. Oh, girl, this is Brittany. Feel like it will fall over if I blow in the general vicinity of it. It's a fucking rat with a weave, man. It's a rat with Ugg boots and a weave. It's like, prove me wrong, guys. I'm very sure I saw a RuPaul Drag Race contestant that somewhat looked like this. A Shiba Inu. I think I can see myself having a Shiba. Like, they're cute. They're cute. One of the very few smaller dogs that I would consider. And they're not that small either. They'd be on the larger side, well, compared to some of these, like the Shih Tzus and stuff. But I think they'd be cutie. A little Shiba Inu. Thing is, I know I'm going to type Shiba Inu into this and probably come up crypto. Because there is a coin called Shiba Inu. They're pretty cutie. Like, look at them. Like, you could see yourself. Like, they look like a little fox. They're like a little fox, and I like a little fox. Like, come on. Like, they has the, you know, they have their cuteness and stuff to them. Like, if you're kind of into the foxes and stuff, like, they can be very cute. Not all of them, obviously, so, you know. But that's just how it is. But yeah, maybe. Yeah, if you want a dog that looks like a fox, consider the Shiba Inu. These dogs are intelligent, but also can be stubborn. Sounds like me. So training them takes patience and consistency. Sounds like me. Grooming, however, is straightforward. It sounds like me. As you just need to brush them weekly and bathe them monthly. Oh. Well, that doesn't really sound like me. Jay smells. You heard it here first, guys. Jay smells. Once a month a bath. Yeah. That's how we do it Jay style. All I do is just get a bit of deodorant. Here in Ireland, we call it a knacker shower. So a knacker shower is basically you just get deodorant and that's how you smell. Well, you keep the BO away. Just a bit of a knacker shower. It's like, oh, you don't have time to go for a shower, so you just put on the deodorant. We call it a knacker shower. Shibas are like mini Akitas. Yeah. A bit. Hey, what the huck? It's been a while, dude. It looks like the people you get on the buses here where I live. But the real question, does it shed? You should have doubled down on it and said it sounds like me. It sounds like me. In fact, they're so low maintenance when it comes to grooming because they groom themselves. Well, there's your answer. They groom themselves like cats. There's your answer. These affectionate dogs can get along with kids and other dogs. They can be independent at times and are described as aloof. Sounds like me. So if you don't want a clingy dog, the Shiba Inu might be the right match for you. But then again, this also comes in the same article as this monstrosity. So if they're recommending this monstrosity and also literally on the next paragraph, it's a Shiba Inu, take this with a pinch of salt, okay? So there you go. Oh yeah, Jay's aloof. Does Jay shed? Oh, Jay sheds. Oh, Jay does shed. Man, have you seen my beard and my hairy chest? It sheds. It actually does shed. Like, you'll see little hairs, just random, like, little squiggly hairs around the place. Here and there. Especially in my beard. My beard just, like the little hairs, just, you'll get them coming off every so often. But I shed. I definitely shed. But hey, who doesn't like a little bit of chest hair on your bed in the morning? Well, it's not every morning, but you know what I'm saying. It's how it is. Jay over here getting the boys hyped. It's like, yeah, baby. Jay shedding. Guys, I need I need a bit of a maintenance, you know? Like I done a bit of manscaping today and I felt so good. I done my beard, as you can tell, because it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful, I know. Thank you, guys. Thank you, by the way, for noticing that I actually spent time on my beard today. I really enjoyed all your lovely comments. It's like, Jay, we didn't notice that your beard is even better than usual because it always looks beautiful. This is what you're meant to say, guys. You're meant to tell me these things, okay? Like, what kind of community are you? And, you know, so I spent time grooming myself today and grooming, you know, manscaping today, and I feel a little bit more fresh. So, yes, and I also shaved my head as well. So, like, I'm even feeling more fresh. I didn't touch the body. The body's still hairy. Nothing changed there. But I just shaved other areas and stuff. I think his passive aggressiveness means he shaved his beard. Oh, wow, Jay. Oh, my God. Did you do something to your face, cough, cough? Oh, my God. Yes, thank you so much for noticing. I shaved my head and I also, like, styled my beard a bit more, you know, make it a bit nice for you guys. But no. You only notice it now, like, 3 hours or whatever into the stream. But look, the main thing is you noticed it and you asked about it. So thank you so much. You're my favorite for today now, Kurzu. Chorus, I'm picturing taking Jay to the groomer and getting him back all fluffy with a bow on him. I would love that. Chorus, can you bring me to the groomer? Please. I'll be all happy being like, I'm going to the groomer. I'm going to the groomer. See? When I told you I'm a chow chow, I'm not fucking lying. I'm a fucking chow chow. A heart, at least. I'm a fucking chow chow. Yes, I'm a chow chow a heart. You look amazing. Oh my God. Why, thank you. I did it myself, obviously. Guys, it's expensive to look as cheap as I am, okay? Oh. See, one thing you can say is that I don't know how to laugh at myself and take the piss out of myself constantly. That's one fucking thing you cannot say about myself, because I do it literally all the fucking time. I do it so you can't. You know? It's like you got nothing. You got nothing that I haven't said about myself. Probably, anyway. Well, maybe. We'll see. Dolly Parton did coin that term. Working 9 to 5? Is that what she coined? Chow chows are furry tanks. Man, I'm a little tank. See, one of my friends calls me a tank, so I'm like a furry tank. So there we go. Chow chow. Not chow chow, but more chow chow. Chow chow. I was thinking you were busting our chops, but now I see the chow chow. Now you see the chow chow. There you go. I am the chow chow. My ex was correct with the chow chow. Okay, I think he's very... I am a chow chow. Like, when it just comes to it. You know, not as hairy as a chow chow, obviously, but, you know, you get it. Like, I am the chow chow. The fluffy chow chow has some of the deep forehead wrinkles. Oh, dear God. Are they showing? Can you see my... But the chow has a lot more hair. Yay. Chows have blue tongues. Because they licked the sky when it was created. Those dogs were also kept by imperial families. See, I'm royalty, guys. I'm a chow chow. I'm royal. I love chows. A friend of mine had a pair of them. Oh, I you know what? I want a chow chow, but I'd say it would take a lot of grooming, and I just don't got time for that. But maybe I will love him so much that I will give him a rub every morning or something. Just give it like a quick, you know, pass through with a wire brush or something. Also, I'm just going to skin the motherfucker. And I'm going to be like Cruella de Vil and my lovely fur coats. Just saying, guys. Might be number 9 on the list, but number 1 in the stream. I've loved it. Ah, we like you. What the heck? We like you. Really, Jay? You don't have the time. I don't have the time. Okay, I have to groom myself. I can't also groom the dog at the same time. We could try though. You know. Okay, look. I will get a chow chow when I'm rich. Okay, and then I'll have the time because I'm rich. I have time. Right now, I'm too tired. Guys, I'm tired, okay? Life is making me tired. Like, the last few days, I've been exhausted. And I don't know why. It's because... I think it's primarily because I'm trying to change my sleeping schedule. So that's probably mostly it. But I've been exhausted. Like, my training has been pushed up a notch, which I'm delighted for. But at the same time, I'm fucking struggling. I am exhausted. And then when I'm here and I just want like time to just chill by myself, like I had a 2-hour conversation with my housemate today. 2 hours. Now, she's lovely and we had a great conversation, but it was 2 hours. And I'm just like, I could have been alone, relaxing by my lovely self. But I was talking and conversing and trying to be a social human being. You know? Life is tiring. Yeah, Jay, at least you don't work a 9 to 5, huh? Yeah. Fucking tired my ass. You're there being like, fuck you, Jay. Great for shop merch of Jay and his chow chow saying chow. Oh my god, I need this. I'm going to get a chow chow just to be like chow. I have to make more chop merch. I blame the month of January. Man, the month of January. January, I think we can all agree, was a really long year. Okay? And February just like went like that. Like literally tomorrow is the final day of February. FYI, today is the 27th for me. It's past midnight. So just before you get out your calendars and be like, well, gee. Yeah, so February ends tomorrow. Last year was a leap year. My friend lost one of his chows to a groomer. What? How the hell did that happen? He lost one of them to a groomer. The groomer killed it, or the groomer stole it? I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. It's like, what do you mean he lost it for the groomer? But guys, sorry. I'm going to wrap it up for this evening. I'm almost at my stream time anyway, only 15 minutes off my stream time. But like I came into the stream today and I was so tired, and then obviously I had to perk myself up because we finished, just in case if you're joining in a little bit late tonight, we finished Black Myth Wukong. We fought the final boss. We killed him in about 30 or so minutes of attempts, and we saw the true ending, which was beautiful. And then we went back to watch the normal ending, or the bad ending, and then we had discussions on Wukong for a while. Then we started talking about dogs and all that, and we've been literally talking about dogs and other things for like the last 90 or so minutes, if not longer. Are you more of a chow mein? I do like a little bit of a chow mein every so often, to be honest. It's actually quite nice. Num nums. The groomer muzzled the chow and it overheated when they did the blow dry. What? Really? Wow. That's wow. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I guess with the amount of fur that it has, it can easily overheat, right? I would have never, yeah, I would have never expected something like that could happen, but here we are. But yeah, so yes, Mischief Yin. Mischief Yin was here actually last night, so we're gonna definitely return the favor. Mischief is partner anniversary. I'm not sure what part. Oh, it's his streamer anniversary. Oh, lovely. Okay, that's a good choice, Dub. Actually, much better choice. Much better choice because that. If not only that alone, it's multiple reasons why. But he's currently playing a dog game. Okay, he's playing a dog game. I think I've seen a little bit of this somewhere before. Okami, it's called. But yeah, look, it actually keeps on the same topic because we were literally just talking about dogs, so there's that. So guys, we are going to raid Mr. Fiend tonight. He's celebrating his partner anniversary, his streamer anniversary. So definitely go and give him a happy partner anniversary. Celebrated mine last year. So I know how it feels. I know how it feels. And yeah, Mr. Fiend is a great guy. Michael is a long time supporter of the stream as well. So yeah, you're going to be in great hands. And he's a furry, so like he loves his furry things. So you're going to be in good hands. He's very fun. So I'm going to be back on your screens on Monday because this weekend I'm going hiking and I'm going to be dead. So we're not going to have time to stream, so pretty much. So I'm expecting the next stream to be Monday. That's why I streamed 4 days in a row to kind of make up for the fact that, you know what, my stream schedule is going to be different this week. So I will see you all on Monday. Now, in the meantime, of course, if you do want to see a little bit more of Jay, you can definitely check out all of my lovely links, which are over here. If you need help with your health and fitness, we have a health and fitness website. More updates on the way, coming to that. If you want to see a different side of Jay, we have over 470. Need to update that. 470 plus exclusive videos of a more fleshy variety, and there's new videos updated weekly over there in the library of J for Pay. On top of that as well, we have our lovely Discord. Keep in contact with us on our Discord. I also announce whenever we release new stuff, and also countdowns to the next stream and other discussions and stuff over there too. Plenty of activity, and I'm active there as well, mostly in DMs, but I am active there. So definitely come over and have some chats with us. Give us some topics to talk about. Send some links and stuff for us to comment and see. Very welcome to that. And of course, also on top of that, we have all of my socials. So feel free to check that out on our link tree. Dub, where are you gone? I'll do it myself. They'll probably linked it a little while ago, but now I just have to do it myself. So yeah, check out the link tree. It has my one-stop shop to all of the links, and thank you very much. And we're working on some new stuff in the background as well. So until then, guys, there'll be new updates over on social media and on the J for Pay, etc. over the next couple of days. So don't miss that at all. But thank you very much for joining in tonight, and I'll see you all very soon. So the next person over on stream, as I said, which will appear in about 30 or so seconds after my credits, will be Mr. Fiend. So Michael will take good care of you. As I said, great guy, and I'll see you guys on Monday or so. Definitely check out my socials this weekend for hiking, especially on the Sunday. You'll probably see other types of photos of me and some friends and stuff at a birthday on Saturday. But on Sunday, you should see some beautiful, provided it's not raining, because if it's raining, I'll go nuts. But on Sunday, you're going to see some amazing Irish landscapes. So if you're not following me over on Instagram and you want to see some beautiful forestry and hills and all that stuff, that's where I'm going to be on Sunday all day into the evening, hiking there. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's called Glendalough. beautiful monastery area and all that. You just think of like traditional rural Ireland type thing, and you know what we're talking about. It's beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, the landscapes is where it's at. Yeah, oh shit, yeah. See, yeah. What the huck knows what what is, guys. So definitely check out my Instagram on Sunday at some point. I'll be uploading videos and photos there, so don't miss the scenery. Like, I post a lot of scenery and stuff, just not on my main profile. I keep it on stories, and lots of my updates nowadays are on stories more so than than the profile updates. So like, make sure you see my stories so you get to see all the stuff. The waterfall is deadly. Well, I'll definitely have a look around the waterfall too on the way. As we pass Powers Court area too, which is beautiful. But I'm not going to go to Powers Court this time. I'm just going to focus on the hiking. But look, that's enough for me. So I'll see you all guys very soon. The next person coming up on the stream is going to be Mr. Fiend, and he'll take care of you if you want to stick around with him. So until then, guys, Shlán Lat, Shlán Ualia, agus Cudla Gasolf Macorda Anish, August well Shea Marashre, and it kind of Wadak Shea Shitauri. McQuake, guys, take care, Shláncha. Bye.
On the way out anyways. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. They're on the way out. Like, might as well. Okay, do I actually have to, like, bother fighting? Or can I just be like, nah. Which one I want to go here? I need to go, I gotta cross the bridge. Hey, yo, follow me here. I don't feel like following the spookies because they're stupid and not really interesting. Yeah, stay with me, queen. Stay with me. Oop. Hey, wowzers.